In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
I gotta get a witness. No!
Say, man, you got a joint? No, not on me, man.
I don't have facts to back this up.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
That's true. Sometimes I cry.
Oh! Lick my butthole, he laughed.
From the strangest corners of the internet, here to bring you opinions of the world from an altered perspective. Here are your hosts, the Drunken Peasants.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Drunken Peasants Podcast. This is episode 1262.
Do it live!
We're back again after a very eventful week. And this is kind of a rare Monday show. Welcome, everybody. Please like the stream. We got Scott and Asterios back again. Welcome back, guys.
What's up?
We're head-to-head against Raw. How are we going to do in the ratings?
I don't know. We'll see. It's the new Monday Night War.
1999 Nitro.
Yeah. So, Asterios, can you speak again really quick here? Just do a sound check. Check.
Of course. Check 1, 2.
Okay, he sounds way better. He sounds so much better. Now, I want to take this opportunity to plug the pre-show. Scott told a joke during the pre-show, and it was like...
I used my good joke for the night on the pre-show.
Pre-show.
Number one, this show, gonna suck. But however, pre-show, amazing. Go pay for it.
Yeah, it's actually free even. So that's cool. It's
holy shit.
It's
go
on
to the pre-show right now.
Yeah,
Turn this dumb show off.
Well, it won't be uploaded until this show is over.
That's how you get 'em.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's available on it's on like iTunes and Spotify and all those podcast platforms. I just upload the setup and the actual show to the audio only version out there on the RSS feeds. You know what I'm saying?
Enjoy it with our compliments.
Asterios, you got relentlessly shit on in the comments after the last episode that you were on.
I did?
Yeah. People did not like your take on the Sniper Wolf thing. You defended Sniper Wolf, and there's a whole bunch of people that were like so mad about that.
You didn't defend Sniper Wolf. I think you just said everyone was bad.
They're claiming
I think
you did.
People really wanted you to pick a side and one side.
Oh, yes, of course, yes. There are babies out there who can't stand it when someone doesn't parrot them exactly the opinion they want to hear in exactly the time it takes to give it. Yeah,
correct.
Listen, Sniper Wolf, never heard of her. She shouldn't show up to some guy's house. Put her in jail and put the jail in space. I don't care who this person is. However, what's this guy doing? What's this guy doing? Where he's like, I'm going to make a career out of standing up for meme creators' rights. It's the most disingenuous thing I've ever heard. Listen, I've made memes. I've had my memes stolen. Don't go making 18 parody accounts mocking a pretty girl who's laughing at funny pictures that none of us remember or care about in the first.
What if she was ugly? Would you be defending her quite as much?
Not a chance.
I think we can all agree if she was ugly, this guy wouldn't be attacking her. She wouldn't be famous because this is the way the world works.
This would not be a story.
This wouldn't be a story.
No.
It's like ugly person that goes crazy shows up at your house. Expected.
I've actually met that guy.
Shows up at your house.
Jack's Films. I met that guy at a VidCon party a long time ago, years ago. He was
the question.
Hey, when you met him, did he go up to you and did he go, the only way we can get justice for me and my wife is to demonetize someone else's YouTube channel? Have I called the police? No. Like, have I filed a restraining order?
Absolutely
no.
He didn't do that, but this was, as I said,
Wait, let me finish the joke.
Okay, so sorry. So sorry.
It's just a rule of threes.
Okay.
And 3. Did I call the police? No. Did I file a restraining order? No. Did I call for this person's ad rev to be immediately nullified and put back into the Google account until 90 days worth of appeals and counter appeals happen, at which point said ad rev may be unlocked and added to this person who I don't like's account or not? Yes.
Yes.
See, you need the whole thing. You need the whole thing.
So sorry.
Otherwise, I just sound like I'm making fun of a guy who got stalked. And it's like, I don't want to do.
Which is also fun, but doesn't happen to be what you're doing this time.
Not this time.
Yeah.
I might do it.
Might do it.
All right, Ben, what were you saying? Sorry.
Oh, no. The last time you guys were on, we covered Chris Chan's return.
Yes.
Now we have Chris Chan.
Chris Chan V2, by the way. This is a new Chris Chan.
Chris Chan, the successful live streamer. And we'll check it out in a minute here. First, I want to mention to everyone the new dono donation rules are still up there.
But you cut the he's you cut them down by 75%, right?
They're cut down based on the dono amount. I'll show you guys right here. So we could, in theory, get a full 2 minutes of it.
Ben, that
this is the greatest thing I've ever seen.
That's
oh my god,
acceptable.
There it is.
How much was that donation?
$22. So it's 10 seconds.
All right.
Oh, here's another one.
Look, I appreciate the sentiment, but it's not worth it, guys.
It's wonderful.
I know I'm sweet, but it's not worth it.
His head's like a CVS a CVS Halloween thing come to life. Like his head, it looks like a laughing pumpkin, but like a very cheap laughing pumpkin you'd get at the gas station.
It's funny.
Not a name brand laughing pumpkin.
It's really funny when I'm watching a Jared video and that appears over his face and does like the laugh. That's so haunting. Great. Yeah. Oh man, everyone should check out Jared's Twitter. Because all he does is like holler at e-girls all day. Like all day.
That sounds extremely correct.
If you go to his replies,
just right.
Like just his reply tab, it's literally just him hollering all day.
Holla at you, bitch. Holla. Holla.
Yep. It's pretty crazy. All right.
Look, am I wrong? Is my take wrong on this? I want to hear your guys' take. You guys have heard my take. What's your guys' take?
About the Sniper Wolf stuff?
Yes. Lady Bad should go to jail.
Yeah.
But...
I don't know if she should go to jail, but...
Acceptable right here.
Oh, my God.
Was that $52?
Yes.
28 seconds.
Okay.
Someone's going to drop the hundo, the 102.
Look, go ahead and drop your hundos, your 102s. When you're done that, also drop me something because I have a $900 vet bill I can't pay right now. So,
oh my God.
Why'd you have to take yourself to the vet?
That's sick.
Oh,
no, Sebastian had a scare, and many a test was run. And apparently you have to pay for the fucking test, which seems anti-American. But
anti-American. It sounds actually very American.
It sounds extremely American, but we're in Canada, so it shouldn't be like that.
Well, you were just moving like major merch at your recent shows. Like, is there a place people go? Like, where can people find your tees? Because I know
Pro Wrestling Tees.
So you had a Pro Wrestling Tee store.
I do indeed. There in the chat is my PayPal if you want to cut out the middleman and not get anything for your money. And that's just money straight to daddy. And then let me put in www full stop pro wrestling tees full stop com / Scott Henson.
Stop.
There you go.
Oh, it's like you're writing a telegram or something. Yeah. All right, we're gonna
make sure I put the link. Shut up for a minute. Let me make sure I got the link right, or else it would be very embarrassed. Well, God damn it! Why is it take? There. Okay, I got it right. We're good.
All right, here we go.
We're gonna get 2 things to click.
We're gonna check out this Chris Chan shit. Here we go.
All right.
I thought we'd skim this because it's quite long, but I guess we'll play it and see how amusing it is.
Sure.
But
we
Chris,
will skip nothing. We will watch.
We
every
will
second
skip.
of it.
Listen very closely.
Okay.
No, if this is the show, this is the show.
Okay.
There's data everywhere.
So someone is wrangling Christine, and they have like a good streamer set up with green screens and donation alerts that pop
Who's
up on
pulling
the
the
screen.
strings? Can we get down to brass tacks here?
I think it's the woman that looks like a little kid that Chris Chan hangs out with.
Child woman is pulling the strings?
Yes.
I'm going to the C-Quickie. I'm going to start doing active research. And chat, listen, someone knows someone who knows someone. Let's all solve this mystery tonight. This will be like one of those true crime podcasts, but in real time, listeners.
We've been doing that almost for for JF, because JF, Gary Eppy's girlfriend vanished. So we've been talking about that.
Oh, a David Miscavige type?
It's strange. And we're learning more and more. So the first thing we're going to look at is Angelica Rosechew's Christmas play. So Chris Chan released a 5-part Christmas play narrated by Chris Chan / Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is the full transcript of it, but we'll just check out the video and see where this goes. Please like the stream if you haven't already. Thank you, guys.
I like this.
It always has to have boobs.
Yeah, well, it's a girl, Ben.
They have those things, Ben.
They have those.
But look at the rest of the anatomy here.
Look at the cast. Well, I mean, yeah, I got a lot of questions, but...
Wait. I'm sorry. Can you pause?
Yes.
What font is this?
I don't know. I'm not good at detecting the font, but I don't know. What would you guess?
Sans?
It's not Comic Sans, but it's close. It's like if you couldn't afford Comic Sans.
It's low rent Comic Sans.
Yeah. It's the gas station Comic Sans.
Yeah, no, you're right.
I didn't even bother reading the intro thing. I'm like, this is... Oh, God.
The life and times
We'll
of
pick it up.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, actually says Jesus.
Yes.
I thought you were just making a fun joke.
No.
A Christmas play by Angelica Rochew. Read by me, Mrs. Jesus Christine Weston Chandler signs you.
Question. Now, Asterios, you could probably answer this, actually, because you're more versed in the lore than I. Is this the first proof we have that Chris Chan can read?
I don't know. I mean, they've been putting out comic books for a long time.
Yeah, but that's a lot of pictures.
Okay.
Yeah, you can. A lot of people can write. It's the reading that's the hard part.
Exactly.
I'm going to point out, I think there's a visual effects joke being told here. So look, it's like, there's the joke where it's like, oh, I showed up in a green tie and a green suit jacket in front of a green screen in a movie. It's like, oh, I'm with. So it's like their hair is blue now. So they are like chroming out the hair as if it's like being blue screened.
Yeah.
Is that the joke?
I don't think that's the joke. No, Ben, it's not the joke. It's just happening.
Did you think there would be another chapter in the Christory? I thought it was over. I thought Chris would just sit in jail for the next decade or whatever. I didn't think we'd have this weird.
I didn't know we'd have like a brand new like V2 type chapter. No, this is wild and unexpected. And I believe I just got from a Brian L. Not to dox anyone. I got just a decent number of Jared he's. So thank you very much.
Hey,
Since
much appreciated.
August
Bastard takes you too.
2005, after Angelica
I
had
want to
her
say
past visions.
about the end of Christory is like, yes, it's why every new moment of Christory is a gift.
It is.
Where it's like it feels exhilarating and it feels different. It's like listeners, you may not understand this, but it's like when a wrestler like Edge, who you thought like his neck was broken and he's dead, comes back, and like for those first few months, you're like, I'm going to sit down and enjoy this because this might not last.
I didn't think I was ever getting this.
Yes. It's bonus. It's bonus Christery in the best possible way.
Yeah.
It's confirmed about I, as Jesus Christ of Nazareth, reincarnated, and Magic Chan Sanju Prime short.
And I was questioning the choice in music, and then I realized that Chris Chan's parents were like super elderly. So this is the kind of music that Chris Chan probably heard around New Year's.
Yeah, probably like, some like 1930s style Christmas movie.
Yeah, because Chris Chan's dad would be like 90 if he was still alive.
Yeah, and that's why Chris Chan is Chris Chan. You gotta stop making kids when you're old. Your cum goes bad. I mean, there's no look. I'm a doctor. There's no delicate way to put it. Like this person that we're looking at right now was made with bad cum. That's bad cum.
Had taken Angelica Roche back in time to meet and talk with Jesus himself before his death.
Damn, the hair is really funny.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying here? It's like whoever's editing this is making very loud choices. They're like, oh, would it be funny if the blue looked like it was green screen, like the person didn't know how to green screen, but they clearly do. This person is... It's like, well, the rest of them's chroma keyed perfectly. In fact, the rest of them is chroma keyed better than last time. There's no fuzz. Like
this person might be a genius.
I think they are.
I think they are.
I just think this is someone who wants attention. It's like this music.
So
this is like
the explanation from Chris Chan is that this person contacted them when they were still in jail, and then when they got out of jail, they started like hanging out, and there's photos of them together in public, and you can tell that she's way smaller than Christine, way smaller,
and might be a child.
Well,
and might be an
Christine
old woman.
said they're 30, and there are I don't know, there are medical conditions like the one Gary Coleman had or whatever that can stunt your growth and make you look like a little kid when you're in your 30s. So
and make you walk into the corner of a counter and then get a big head injury, and then your girlfriend sees the blood, and instead of calling the ambulance, decides she doesn't like blood and leaves, and then you just die. That condition?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Precisely.
Fired after returning to August 2005 to write an updated, more accurate play of the life and times of Jesus to be debuted in December 2005. This ended up becoming an all Sonichu and Rochu play, not because of segregation, but...
I love the big disclaimer.
I was trying to write the first accurate history of Jesus Christ, and like most things, it became entirely about Sonichu and Rochu.
Due to the volunteers who signed up for the auditions being literally around 85% being of the local Sonichus and Rochus, including Sonichu Prime and Rosie Rochu Prime themselves. And around 10 out of 15% of the volunteering humans auditioned for the role of Jesus. Also, the rounding down physical height allowed for better eye contact between the actors. This would become the very first stage performance of an all Sonichu and Rochu cast ever, a landmark and massive undertaking. After all the auditions in late October 2005 at Angelica's church, and without typecasting, for they all portrayed their auditions respect, Magic Chan himself...
Was there a cut there for a second?
There was a cut, I feel like, because I wanted to know more about the typecasting.
Yes.
Went for and earned the role of Jesus' psychic Sonichu partner, Labesh Sonichu. Various regular and special Sonichus and Rochus made up the secondary and background individuals. Inuyasha Sonichu and even Nightstar Sonichu Prime got word and auditioned as well. Then they stayed in Quickville for throughout November and December.
Oh yeah, I forgot that for some reason when Chris Chan records videos, it's mostly in the left channel. So I'm gonna. I just turned the channel to mono on my end, and it should sound better to everybody.
That is a
now.
fun note. I love that.
December to be in the play after earning their roles. Angelica was the narrator and the Holy Ghost angel. Some of the actors got multiple roles in the play, but the secondary parts.
Clump style.
Can we pause this?
Yes, it's paused.
Oh. This is a different character. This is a different act. I know we said that last time.
It really is.
I can listen to and understand this, and my ears aren't rejecting it. Like something about the art CWC makes, it's like you can't hold it in your mind. Like
no,
they're fucking an iceberg. They're spinning around and helicoptering because they think they're messaging a Disney Channel princess. Like you can't, and it all looks awful. It looks like it's been shot through like a Game Boy camera.
Yeah,
it's not good, but it's like I can understand it.
Yeah. It tracks at any rate.
Yeah, I'll show you the live stream in a few.
They did a live stream?
Yeah, I'll show you some of that now, and then we can maybe watch a little more of this later.
Sure.
Let's see. Oh, actually, this isn't it. Give me one second.
Sliders Tunnel?
There we go. So
Jesus Christine. Oh, hold on.
They even have a starting soon animated GIF. Yep.
Oh, Christian probably made that.
All right, here we go.
So is that the full name that we're going by now? Jesus Christine Weston Chandler Sonichu Prime?
Yes.
And thank you for pronouncing thank you for respectfully pronouncing that first name, because that is how they want it.
I'm culturally sensitive.
That's how they like it.
I had no idea.
That's how those people like it.
I had no idea Christine was Hispanic or that Jesus was Hispanic.
Yeah, so I guess it's not CWC anymore. It's JCWCSP.
Wait a minute. Interestingly, this is the one time where if a white person doesn't use a thick, borderline offensive Hispanic accent to overpronounce a word, you're transphobic.
Hey,
Exactly.
I forgot to close it.
Hello, everybody. This is Jesus.
There you go.
Weston Chandler, Sonichu Prime.
Hiccup or two. Anyway, hey everybody. Karsten Chandler here once again. And as I mentioned earlier when I announced this stream a few hours ago, we're going to be doing a lovely little story reading.
There was probably like 1,200 live viewers because this was earlier. This was like a couple hours ago.
It's
right
a
here.
little bit of something from the bigger story of which I've written whilst I was in jail and meditating in premonitionary details and other aspects that came about from present tense and past tense.
Do any of us know what this library is?
No.
That's a great question.
Chris Chan has a baby Jay Leno chin.
A baby Jay Leno chin? Kind of.
Yeah,
So
no, that's true. Well, like, I'm trying to think. It's like, is this that college they went to that they got kicked out of for a year? Is this their high school? Is this like, did someone Google like library jail?
Yeah, could it be a jail library? Yeah, so is the picture an Easter egg? Is what you're asking?
Yes.
Basically? Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably is. Probably is.
That happened like February.
Yeah, it's also a padded room, apparently. Do you see that?
Yes, it is.
Oh, yeah,
yes,
it's
a rubber room. Yes.
February of 2006.
Love your content, Jesus Chris Chan Sonichu Prime. Add me on Discord later.
Don't mind if I do.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Thank you, Alfred Wood.
Damn.
Thank you, Alfred. When did Batman's butler come into the play?
Sometimes trolls will get through.
We're cracking jokes.
Ugh.
Pardon me. Anyway. So just give y'all a little bit of content in regards to good old chaos. I wish this green screen wouldn't do this to yellow. It shouldn't do this to yellow.
You have to change the settings on it. You need to pick a less yellow color of green.
That's why I put now screen. Anyway.
The two comments I just saw in in Chris Chan's chat
Yeah,
were all caps, "You are not Jesus."
Yes.
And all caps, "You will be and are my first victim."
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Wow.
Anyway,
Who said
so
that?
obviously,
Sniper Wolf?
It's not
There, you see? That's one for you kids.
This is Pat. I wrote this within just 1 month. This entire thing. I'm just gonna show y'all. Really
That's
quick,
original artwork. Now, wait, is it?
Yes,
Or is
yes.
that-
It's a Sonichu animated GIF for like new subscribers to the channel.
Okay, so that's not just Supersonic and Amy Rose.
No,
that's Sonic.
Okay.
Sonichu and Rose Chew.
I can't tell. You're right. All right.
Who's
doing this?
Who's doing
You
this?
love this. You love how people can write really, really small.
Yeah,
little-
it looks like they're using OBS. You know,
Yes.
with like the overlays and everything.
Yes. I can write within 2 lines, and I can write even smaller than that. And this is a
Wow,
full-
it's like a
full-fledged
superpower.
line notebook sheet of paper.
Oh damn! Could she do the thing on like the grain of rice? That's fucking cool.
Hey Jesus, can you tell us about the importance of shadow in C-11-8? Okay.
That's our universe, C-118.
Yes.
That's our dimension. Sorry, that's our dimensional coordinate.
Shadow. I don't know what you mean by that. I think you might either mean Shadow the Hedgehog or something else, but anyway.
Okay.
No.
Someone just donated $1 to CWC to hear them talk about Shadow, and Shadow was like, and CWC was like, I have no idea what Shadow you could mean. That's impossible. What do you mean you don't know Shadow? There's only one Shadow we're ever talking to you about CWC. You know it's Shadow the Hedgehog. You know we're not talking about Sicario, Shadows died twice, or the evil fictional race of aliens from Babylon 5, the Shadows, mortal enemies to the Vorlons. We're not talking about Dark Shadows, the 1970s sitcom, or the Dark Shadows starring Johnny Depp. What other Shadows are we talking about, Scott? Take it.
1930s radio superhero The Shadow, later played in the 90s movie by either Alec Baldwin or Billy Zane, because one was the Shadow and one was the Phantom, and nobody can remember which is which.
Pretty sure Alec Baldwin was the Shadow.
Shut up, Ben.
To LD's cat.
Alec Baldwin was Shadow, and all who wait, what is it? He who what's the Shadows thing? He knows what, and only he knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men, Ben.
Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men? Only the Shadow knows.
Oh, only Shadow the Hedgehog, Ben. All right, I'm sorry. We can continue.
Blessings for the cat.
Cleanse the air, recover the sick cat.
There you go. Look at all the
I should've done
donos,
this
though.
instead of
Look at
taking my
this.
cat to the vet and spent $900.
Look at the steady stream of donos that Chris Chan is getting too.
Christian probably made $12,000 in 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's because they have something we want. They have the ability to bless us.
Yeah,
I would pay. I might pay $10 for these blessings.
Kidding me? Of course.
It seems like it's a fun little story.
Yes. Thank you, Citrus Peppercorn. You are blessed as well. But anyway, just focusing on the details. So this entire thing of Chaos Crystal Control, I literally counted the pages of details on this thing. I even wrote like table of contents on this thing. This thing is like well over.
What's this now?
100 pages.
I don't even know that reference.
Oh, yeah. Actually,
There's some troll donations that get through that are pretty crazy.
I assume everyone.
Well, there's ones about the reasons Chris was in jail, like, you know. Thank you for becoming a patron. I really appreciate it. Go back and binge watch all the amazing content that came through this last month and the prior months.
That's another thing. Thank you. Anyway. Yeah, this thing is just really over 201 pages. Stitching at them. What's Stitch, guys?
I know their show.
Thank
I've
you,
seen
Baller.
their show before.
Right, but obviously says I am going to be reading a little bit of this because a few of y'all, apparently less than a few of y'all from within the fandom, I've seen these few drawings that I have done within the past few months.
They were able to successfully ignore that notification. Did you notice that?
Yep.
Now, if one with money comes through, let's see if they can successfully ignore it. Let's see if it can defeat their ADHD.
Another detail I will note. So there is one particular drawing that comes about in a later part of this of these events because a lot of individuals just go back in time. So obviously, whether or not I wrote you in or not. Can we please not? Because the name's not Ian. I'm Jesus Christine Weston.
Yeah, because that was what Liquid Chris called Chris Chan was Ian Brandon Anderson.
Yes.
Wow. So much lore.
And I'm the prime of all Christ Chans and Chris Chans from throughout the entire multiverse. So please, respect. There's no Ian Brandon Anderson. Period. Anyway, so getting back to the focus here. So in the later part of Chaos Cruise to Control, because also SNT, Project SNT was created by Namgay, ended up going throughout the multiverse a few times, thanks to the late and really dead Opus Concept.
That just sounded like gibberish to me.
That was a lot of words.
The non-gay? Is that what?
I heard nom-gay, and I heard go just very casually, just going through the multiverse a few times.
I assumed they were talking about an anime because, my brain turned off in that same way that, anyone explained the anime plot. But this might be their own, bullshit comic book they might be talking about. We don't know.
There's no way of knowing.
7, 8, 9. Yeah, but anyway, she has a vision where she ends up empathizing with me when I was on the cross back when I was Jesus of Nazareth back in Jerusalem.
Jesus of Nazareth.
Do we have reasoning behind the pronunciation of Jesus?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. I like that.
Because they find it funny, or it's a South Park reference.
Sure.
That's the only thing I can think of is that they may have done it on South Park 25 years ago.
Yeah.
A lot of y'all might have seen.
I think they did that during the boxing match with Satan, between Satan and Jesus.
It's bringing some kind of...
Oh, yeah, Jesus El Savior Christ.
Yeah.
They did.
Yes.
This picture.
It's like they love... If it's South Park's opinion, it's their opinion.
I was like, Sanchu, but obviously no. That's not Sanchu. Sanchu's not blue, and that's not Sonic either. It's
hard to see.
And what is going on with the way the light reflects off the phone? Oh, yay. Anyway, you can get a general... Anyway, you got a general view of the picture. You've seen it before. Yeah, but anyway, so a lot of individuals, as I have personally saw and written, have gone back in time from 2022 all the way back to late February 2006. And this story spans within a few days of that time.
Yes.
Does Chris Chan think it's 2022?
We have to stop and discuss it. That's an... What the fuck? Ben, Ben, what are your thoughts? What the fuck?
I think Chris Chan, it's hard to keep track. I don't think Chris Chan kept track of what year it was anyway, but also time kind of flies when you're in jail. So...
definitely just mention 2022 like it was the present.
Right,
yes,
and this was today. It's almost 2024.
And this was done today, which by my count is a year off. If I'm right. I might be wrong.
Pretty far off.
But essentially, the short version of it, at least the show so far up to this point, where I'm reading right now. So... it's like the first half of the Dimension Merge happened back in 2006.
By the way, guys, we don't normally stream on Monday. If you could please like the stream, that would be amazing. Just throw us a couple likes.
Which it evolved literally.
The Dimensional Merge started in 2006. Okay.
It's another patron.
Send
Oh my God!
Cool guest.
Oh.
Thank you.
Oh,
see, you're getting some positive feedback now.
Well, listen, I assume
first time for everything.
It's like you either agree with me or angrily commenting.
Or you're wrong.
That's what I
Those
assume.
are the two
Those are
states
the only
of being.
two states of matter. All right, but, okay. See, the thing is, we were always like, "Oh, when's the dimensional merge going to start? When's it going to start?" And then you remember the Guns in like the one good thing they've ever maybe done on Earth, like the one act that we can all agree on is when they went down there and asked CWC, "When's the merge starting?" And CWC was like, "It's starting right now." So it's like, well, I thought the merge started when they were arrested, which I think was in 2021, but now they're saying it's 2006.
Yeah. A lot of questions.
I don't like it.
Events that essentially became.
I'm not comfortable with it.
Yeah.
Done?
And you're very knowledgeable in the Christery, in the ways of the Christery.
But the thing is, there's a thing about like the Christery of the past, the Christery that like people like my fiance grew up on, like, you know, them drinking their cum on, you know, it's like, it's predictable. It happened. We're all laughing about it. We're all still we could put on CWC's album that they recorded back in high school right now. And it's like, look what they did 20 years ago. It's in the past. Yeah. It's safe. It can't hurt us. Like nostalgia doesn't make you feel scared. This is actively occurring Christery, and it's very scary. I don't like it. No. I don't know if they wrote this story. Maybe they did. Maybe someone told them, read the story I wrote, and I'll give you part of these donations. I don't know if they're getting any money from the donations.
But maybe someone wrote the story, gave the story to Christian, and said, "You wrote this story," and then Christian believed them, and now truly believes.
I do want to mention that the last live stream that Christian, not this one, but the one before this one, they were doing art live on the stream, sitting at a desk in a room that was not cluttered. Because if you remember it, Chris Chan's room used to be like really cluttered with shit. It was at like a nice new looking desk that was very well organized with stuff on top of it. A very clean looking environment. I think Christine lives somewhere now, not with Barb, and they're being successfully wrangled, I guess.
How's Barb doing?
I have no idea.
I wanted to. So now, listeners here, and again, we're all trying our best to understand, to explain the unexplained and unexplainable, like the fantastical. So Ben's clearly referring to like a live stream that happened pre-imprisonment. After COC was imprisoned, they reached out to their former wranglers, like the people who would like get them in front of that tablet and stuff, and they were like, help me set up a fundraiser to buy Barb a new house so I can live in Barb's house after this restraining order. And then they were all like, we are cutting ties with you. So Ben's correct. CWC had a team, and like Null would get the team the money, and like it was all. But then that support system, they were all like, yeah, we don't want to be actively working with a rapist. This new person is someone who's like, I would love to actively work with a rapist.
This new person is someone who sought out someone who was in jail for rape.
And only got out because it wasn't like worth trying them at that point because they'd served so much time.
Yeah.
I think they probably genuinely did not have enough evidence to like move forward with it.
Probably the only thing was a confession by a crazy person, right? That's the only
crazy person. That's the thing.
Exactly.
That was being like that has a history of being like relentlessly trolled and manipulated with ease. You know, so
yes, no, yeah. I absolutely agree with you. It's like that's the problem with a lot of crimes. It's like the only witnesses sometimes are the criminals, like and the victims. But let's keep going. Sorry, it's just listeners. You have to understand, like this new force is wholly malevolent.
Yes.
There's like. You can't even say anymore, like, oh, hey, maybe they're trying to like help a relentlessly trolled and bullied person.
This is evil.
This is like an evil person doing this, and it tinges everything.
It's someone who allegedly is in their 30s but looks like they're 7.
Looks like a baby.
Yeah.
But that was the first half of the Dimension Merge, literally. It happened way back in 2006, late 2006, mind you.
Yeah, let's be clear, guys. We're not talking about like spring 2006. Okay,
late,
it was late,
like October, November.
Yeah, we're like the midterms had happened. All right.
Now
let's have a conversation.
The Republicans took back the House.
Let's have a conversation real quick about adults that look like babies. Roger Rabbit tells me they're bad.
Yeah.
Because of that baby with the cigar was
Baby
like,
Herman.
He was mean. Ben, do you not remember how mean he was?
Yeah.
Also, there's that series of horror movies where there's an adult woman who pretends to be a little girl. Right,
an orphan type.
Orphan. That's not good. Now,
That's not good.
Interestingly, let's put it in reverse. Jack. Old person, young
is a
brain,
baby. Yeah,
is a baby, automatic good guy.
Nice guy. Francis Ford Coppola.
He also bought porno mags for all of his buddies too, because he looked old enough. Do you remember that part of the movie?
Of course. And it wasn't a crime because he too was underage. The criminal was the person who sold the magazines to a minor.
That's true.
Damn.
Absolutely.
He's in jail. He's never getting out. Period. We'll just leave it at that.
What do you think is Francis Ford Coppola's best movie? The Godfather Part 2 or Jack?
I forgot it was
Godfather Part 3.
It's so weird that he made that movie.
I forgot he made Jack.
It's so weird.
A movie that we only use to reference the kind of disease that is portrayed in the movie.
Yes.
We're like Jack disease.
Oh, that guy's got the Jack disease.
Not in this timeline.
If you are Jesus' Barbara the Virgin Mary.
Nice. Good question. Good question. That's worth $5.
Whoo, that's such a fucked up version of the Bible. Someone should write it. Write it in the style of the Bible.
Well, no, Chris Chan tried to write it, but it ended up just being about Sonichu and Rose again.
Not in this timeline. Anyway. Let me get back to this because I'm doing story time. So anyway, the show so far, the first half Dimension Merge was beginning in February 2006.
But that's early 2006.
Sits.
You see? You see how interesting and terrifying this is? That this person is just like moving around. Listen, as someone who's on the spectrum, if someone tells me what year it is, that's very important to me. You can't just tell me it's a different year.
I know.
Okay, that's gonna fuck up my whole day that you've changed the information. Okay,
we went back a year.
Do that.
We went back a year.
I don't like it.
Yep.
I don't like it.
Bless you, Austin. Recover.
They will stop for the dollar.
Anyway.
They won't stop for the subs. They really, really want the dollar. No. I just think that's interesting.
I cannot answer every single donation, but I'll just answer as many as I can.
When you get a $1 donation, like you don't even, you probably get like half of that. Maybe even,
of course.
Yeah, from like
maybe
the transaction.
Even less.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, especially with Twitch, because Twitch obfuscates it even further with the bits.
Yeah, the bits.
Go. But anyway, so the show so far, a Dimension Terror Rift happened that started the first half, that came out in the first half of the Dimension Merge back in February 2006. And obviously the thing was over Quickville.
Somebody's laughing in the background. Did you hear that?
Producer. Yes, because the producer's laughing at the fact that CBC cannot stay focused.
Yeah.
They can't. This money is too. It's got them. They can't. They have a script in front of them. They have a little play to read. It would be very easy to start reading the goddamn play. They can't. They can't turn away.
It just keeps coming in too.
Yes.
Like I'm not adding it up, but I believe hundreds of dollars have occurred already.
Daryl, this person's going to make a lot of money for a while doing this, and then we're all going to get bored of it. But like, this person's going to make a lot of money for
right now. You're cashing in.
Yes.
Anyway,
putting up big view numbers too on their live stream.
And so everybody go out to collect the Chaos Crystal balls, and it's just a massive Chaos Crystal control about near the end of the
Please be my wife. I'm lonely. Wow.
events that as written in here, and there's lots and lots of individuals, and also so it'll be a frequently asked question, as I noted.
They made it through
the cast list at the end on the last
It's a
page
long
list.
one. No way you can ignore the long one.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, exactly. You were absolutely right, Scott. I knew. You're absolutely right. They couldn't handle two.
No way you can ignore the long one.
Specifically or
I
not.
was saying the same thing. There's too many words. You have to see what all those words are.
You gotta see the
Of
words.
course, also, like I mentioned, this having gone back in time at this point, by this part, we're also the daughters of Sancha and Rosie, Roberta, Christine, and Sarah. Darn this freaking green screen effect! We gotta do something about this! Now I'm reaching out, and my friends are helping me with these details as well, but anyway.
Barb and Barbara is auto-censored.
I don't like it. I was waiting for this. This entire time I've been like, is there going to be a ban list? Because eventually someone's going to start just pulling the donos. I mean, actually, they probably won't because they need the money. But I was waiting if there was ever going to be moderation.
Yeah.
Them. They're this part as well. I'll be reading shortly, as well as human.
I was going to say, so Ben, so their moderators. All right, their moderator is someone who doesn't want the word Barb. Ben, why wouldn't this person want the word Barb on this?
Is it rile Christine up too much?
Well, I think they just don't want to even get into it. Christine made the video explaining everything, like what happened and everything, setting the record straight was the video. Right. And I think they're going to stay as far away from it from now on as possible. Probably.
See that? So what you're telling me is CWC has a PR strategy.
Yes.
What the fuck universe is this?
Right?
That's what you do. You tell a celebrity, talk about it once and move on.
Yeah. Yep.
What do you mean CWC is doing that? That's scary. That's like telling me that they've started brushing their teeth at night. That's wrong.
Shut up.
Christian is the
fuck off.
archetypal
Don't say things like
D&D
that.
barbarian. He has a low intelligence or wisdom score and has a habit of raging. GameStop employee says, no Christian, I would like to rage.
I agree that CWC is in the barbarian class because barbarians don't understand cause and effect.
Yeah.
They're like, if the enemy dies, they're like, it's because of a magic spell. You know what I mean? CWC also doesn't understand when I do a crime, I gotta go to jail and it's my fault. They don't understand,
they asked the judge if they could go home and pick up their Legos.
They didn't understand. They wanted their Nintendo Switch in jail. They thought you could have one in jail.
No.
Just absolutely no grasp of reality.
No.
Just completely mentally broken.
Quick reminder, if you want to start a tip
but also
train
great at PR.
And you want to do the Jared hee, these are how you unlock the various Jared hee-hees and how long they last. So $4, and then everything else ends with a 2, 12, 22,
that jumped
32.
from 92 to 102.
Yeah.
It's worth it. It's for the true connoisseur.
That's an extra 45 seconds.
Yes.
For $10.
Hey, if someone wants to be the hero of the day and drop a big one. What was the biggest one we've gotten? The 52 for 25 seconds?
I think the 52.
Yeah.
It will be the funniest 120 seconds of your life. It's going to be funny at first. Then you're going to be like, oh, no, they're out of jokes. And then when we come back at the end, you're going to be like, they had me the whole time.
Yeah, and think about it this way. If you did 52 twice, you'd only get like
a
50 seconds.
50 seconds.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You got to buy in bulk.
Yes, buying in bulk.
It's the Costco of Jared Genesis.
From Canterlot High in Maryland. She had already arrived back
God
in
bless
God
bless you. Question mark?
God bless you? God bless you?
God bless you. God bless you.
Point. No, excuse me a second.
Ugh. So I'll swallow and loogies.
Which class would you guys say you were and the various DP nemesis? Jared thinks he's a monk.
Jared's a goblin, and I know that's not a class, but Jared's just a fucking goblin.
But that's what he is.
Yeah. He's like a lesser orc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very lesser.
Yeah.
He's a very special orc.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, I would be like Gail, whatever Gail Christ Schuler's class is. I guess she's like she'd be a wizard because she reads a lot. I guess I'll be that, where it's like they talk a lot and a lot of what they're saying is nonsense.
Anyway, that's just essentially the long and short of it, but obviously wrote over 200 pages of all this within the month of December. That was quite the NaNoWriMo. That's a lot more than 5,000 words in 1 month, handwritten in that small.
That was a 4.
Barb's Clit donated $1.
There you
And
go.
That, my friend, is how you get around the auto censor.
Yeah.
I love jokes like that. It's the rare time when you can give someone money and also own them at the same time.
Yes.
It's like you can only do. It's like you could do it to CWC and your brother-in-law.
My mom do it. That could be quite impressive. Anyway, so let's get down to it. So, I should mention as well. So, if Chaos Cruise took control, let's see, how many acts does this thing have? Yeah, it has a total of 10 acts or so.
Classic 10-act structure.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Bro, yeah, it's like it has more than 10 acts.
More than 10.
More than 10 acts.
Wait, why did you stop and tell us that? Well, first off, it's not important how many acts. Just start reading the play.
Act 14.
I'm never like, I want to check. I'd love to check out Romeo and Juliet. How many acts is it? I'm gonna wake up early tomorrow.
Anyway, so this is Chaos Crystal Control Act 4. Sanchi, Rosie, and Lightning on the town.
We're starting in Act 4. Maybe they haven't changed so much after all. Starting in Act 4. Act 4 of question mark?
Isn't that what Star Wars did? Didn't Star Wars start at Act 4?
Star Wars started. True. You're right. I'm wrong. You're right.
February 27th, 2006. Quickville, Virginia, United States.
America. Is such an interesting way of saying the number 6.
3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sanchi Prime, Rosie Roshi Prime had awoken an hour earlier, as did Roberta Sancho and Sarah Rosechew.
It's such a riveting story. No wonder Nintendo up in Redmond, Washington wanted to make the Sonichu and Rosechew official video game.
I mean, they made a huge play. I mean, much like WWE eventually sent Vince McMahon himself to meet with Cody Rhodes, Nintendo says Shigeru Miyamoto, the creator of Mario or the president of Nintendo. I'm
Gail
sorry,
is totally
I'm a little
sorcerer,
racist
as she
tonight.
has talked
I think
about
he's
her
both.
family tree and oddly has a good charisma score. Scott is a fighter and Ben is a bard.
I'm a bard. I'm guessing because I play
Right.
stringy instruments, I guess. Huh.
Yeah, or you could be a wizard because of the electricity.
Lightning bolt!
Sometimes wield. Yeah.
They all washed up, enjoy breakfast, and
My mom used her birthday wish today to wish you sweet boys a wonderful Monday. What
Look
are
at that.
some of your
Hey!
favorite Chris Chan arcs? Mine is the Alec Benson Larry arc.
I love the liquid
Yeah,
Chris.
E.
What was he? What?
There was also a he
Getting
at
free,
the end.
he's getting free. Jared Genesis, he's in there. You're gonna have
Damn
to
it.
block the letters.
He.
the morning conversation, and on the nearby print of the Quickville Press newspaper, the headline on the front page read, "Locals go strange from merge stress," and the subtext under that read, "Businesses disrupted during the day." The effects staved off by bedtime. At about 7:30, Sancho and Rosie got their bags. Rosie laid out one more time. Sancho, with Rosie by his side, tells Roberta and Sarah at the front door, Now we're counting on both of you to maintain and keep the house safe, clean, and well.
The voices are pretty amazing.
Make sure everything you may remove from the shelves and place are put back into place. Roberta responds and affirms with a smile. Dad, I promise you have nothing to worry about. In fact, a lot of the rules you and Mom laid out last night are same as when we minded the house in the future. Sarah puts an elbow on Roberta's shoulder with a slight lean. You guys have taught and overtaught us how to keep a clean house. Even our sweetheart partners love us for our
sweetheart partners
work at home.
Sweetheart's a deep cut. I like that. I like that we're still doing sweethearts.
Oh, I mean, Chris Chan went on a love quest to find his sweetheart.
Yeah.
And hung up signs, and that's why they got suspended from their college that they went to. Dude, it is crazy that Chris Chan is a college graduate, but basically they just wanted Chris Chan to get the fuck out of their college, so they graduate.
We will give you anything you want or need to leave this college.
So they have like a 2-year degree now, basically.
Chris Chan is now a doctor of art history because they needed Chris Chan to leave now.
It's the other weird thing is always that it's like Chris Chan graduated from college, and also Chris Chan at one point could operate a car. Like,
yes, that's nuts. That doesn't seem
Asterios,
right
I want
at
to
all.
get high with you and Ben. Ben, you're the nemesis of Farmer John, the destroyer of worlds. Did I mention I'm drunk? I'm going to hug all of you violently. I'm the biggest, buffest, blackest bitch ever.
Was that Jade Cargill? But yeah. I forgot what I was gonna say. Anyway,
I posted in the chat a Chris Chan related piece of fan art that someone made me.
Really?
That's applicable to what we were talking about.
It is. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. It's Scott as a tiger person with the Love Quest sign right there. Yeah.
It's very good.
It's beautiful.
Way has worked out well with us then. It shall work well with us now. Rosie responds, Okay, but if
Okay, let's pause this and somewhat. What's his comment say?
If you're innocent, why'd you go into so much detail about blank with null? So
probably Barb.
I think it might. Yeah, I don't. Almost like you already did unspeakable things to your mother.
They blocked both Barbara and Barb. That's more clever than I thought.
After the fact.
They're evolving, and I don't like it.
Yes, it's like an AI.
over, be positive to clean up.
Everyone, please like the stream, by the way, if you just showed up. Liking the stream is very helpful. We don't normally stream on
Behind
Mondays.
themselves. We promise, Roberta and Sarah tell them with a nod and a hand over their hearts. And Roberta? Yes, Daddy? After Rosie and I return home, I'd like to race you and see for myself how well the future work pays off. You've got a deal. They hug and bid their byes and see you later.
I'm just starting to wrap my head around future work.
It's actually kind of interesting.
Yeah.
There's clearly some sort of holiday party or something, and the people are saying like, oh, in the future version of our house, it looks like blank.
Yeah.
So that's an interesting sci-fi concept to be hanging out in the same space in two different time periods to like have a chill pad.
It's a real lake house.
But instead of that magic mailbox, it's like a magic bachelor pad. I kind of like that. That's not a bad sci-fi concept.
I'm into it.
Rosie dash to the street and start their run to New York City. Zap bud flowers in full bloom at their house and along the Brunchville Lane
Chris,
sidewalk.
now fly to the Barbaras.
Fly to the Barbaras.
Way. After Sarah moves back towards the living room, Roberta closes the front door, then joins her. All right, Sarah starts. I'm going to get Rainbow.
If you want to hear Scott do a racism, you have to listen to the pre-show that will be uploaded a few hours after this stream ends.
It's really good.
Yeah. You don't want to miss it. You should go there, whether that be on iTunes or Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your audio podcasts. You should go subscribe to us there and refresh it, every few days so it'll download the newest episode. You should check it out. It's at the beginning of every episode.
I'm fighting every fiber of my being right now not to just say it again.
No. I don't want them to know.
I'm not going to do it.
I don't want them to know.
I might a little.
Anyone can listen. It's linked down below in the description too. You can find it.
Here to jam with. Are you certain, sir? We haven't had Rainbow Dash over at our house yet. Yeah, I'm sure, Robbie.
Sorry, did we get a pony in the mix here? Rainbow Dash is a pony, yes?
Yes. Yeah, Chris is a brony.
Shared universe?
They hang out. They hang out.
They
I'm
hang
not
out.
kidding. That's the simplest way to say it. Yeah, there's ponies in there, and they are the ponies.
Okay.
She's kept her room neat, and her closet somewhat disorganized, and a pile of laundry a foot tall by her washing machine. She does her laundry once a week. She's cool and responsible. I'll vouch for her. She messes up. Okay, sir. That will be your situation. Right. Sarah focused her thoughts to Nightstar Sanchu, who was in Quickville at the time, and sends her a, "Hey, Nightstar." And of course, Nightstar was in Quickville at the time. She was not in Equestria, but she was in her
Equestria.
She was switching back and forth between her.
All the dimensions merged, like every fictional reality that you can fathom merged into our real reality.
Scott trying to pretend he doesn't know the names of the My Little Ponies.
No, that's not what to listen, because Scott's about to go deep on this. So, and just like Ben was saying, yes, there was a dimensional merge. So, but also Nightstar is here, which I believe is the human version of the pony. Scott?
Oh, that I don't know.
Yeah,
I know a Rainbow Dash. I know a Twilight Sparkle. I know. There's got to be an Applejack, or is that just cereal?
You know what, Scott? I swear to God, I thought you were a Brody. So I'm gonna. It's not.
He's important. A furry, not a brony.
I thought
there's crossover.
No, Asterios, the next thing you're gonna say, don't say it, because I'll kill you.
What I was gonna say.
Were you gonna say I thought you were also a brony because you're a furry? Because if that's the thing you were gonna say, I'll kill you.
I was gonna say. You know what? It had less to do with that and more to do with the fact that you would want to know all those obscure references. I've never seen these pony things, but I want to know the references. Like my fiance told me that the ponies turned into humans at one point. And this is what's interesting. The CWC Quickville has both the ponies and the people human version of the ponies.
I like that.
And they hang out.
Of course they hang out. Why wouldn't they?
Scott has this old wrestling promo about discrimination that furries face, and how other people need to stop crying because they're not discriminated as bad as the furries. I think he.
No one has had it worse.
They're the world's most oppressed
name of people that have had it worse.
You can't. You can't.
Can't do it.
They tried to mustard gas a bunch of furries in Chicago, I
heard about that
6-7 years ago.
This.
We couldn't vote until 2013. Where the hell is Asterios?
I'll be right back. I'm just grabbing a soda.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I can still hear you guys.
Yeah.
Human and Sanchi form while she was in Quickville. Anyway, meanwhile at Nightstar's house, 2 streets northeast from there, she and Rainbow Dash had enjoyed a restful night. Rainbow took the bed in the house's guest room. They woke at about 6:45 a.m. Rainbow fits herself up.
They live near a freeway or something, because I keep hearing traffic in the background.
Yeah.
Power breakfast.
How about Rainbow Gash and she's got a huge pussy?
Ah!
Oh my God!
It's rainbow. It's rainbow colored.
Of course it's rainbow colored.
Roy G. Biv.
Roy G. Biv.
Wait, Ben, can you open up a window right now and Google that? I think if Scott, that's a really good joke. Scott should copyright that right now. If he's done that, that's Rainbow Gash. That's a friggin' not field hockey. That's a roller derby name. Like that's a
that is a roller derby name.
Roller derby name. Oh my God.
There was one joke I made on my podcast, The Worst Year of Our Lives. Go check it out. That I assumed had been made 1,000 times, but could not find one piece of evidence on the internet it had ever been made before. LBJTQ. How has no one ever done that?
Plus.
That's really fucking funny. Plus, exactly.
Queer Lyndon Baines Johnson.
Brown scrambled eggs, bacon, and put them all between 2 slices of whole wheat bread with ketchup and hot sauce. Oh, baby, I hear the blues are calling. Tossed salads and scrambled eggs.
He's doing the Frasier theme.
Frasier reference.
So weird.
Weirdly topical because of the reboot.
Yeah.
With a fresh apple and a glass of orange juice on the side, she chowed down about 7:15 a.m. Night Star had some of those scrambled eggs, and she made a long breakfast burrito for herself with orange juice and banana on the side. After a good talking brekkie, the two of them started to share some energizing yoga exercises. At 7:32 a.m., Night Star received a thought from Sarah. Hey, Night Star, this is Sarah Rosechew. Night Star telepathically replied, Sarah from 2022. I rather expected your call amidst our yoga. Well, Magic 10 told me you have my...
Okay, so I think we've got it. Like, I think we've got it, right? Unless you want to hear more of the...
I think for the actual like content of, also I was never really clear if this was like a movie Chris Chan wrote or just like what happened to Chris Chan today or what, just like a real-time diary. But yeah, anytime like we get into the actual content of the stuff, like my eyes glaze over because like none of the words mean anything.
Yes, it's rambling. It's incoherent ramblings in many ways.
But it's done. Like, that's the weird thing. It's like, look, is it good? No. Did they write a 10-act play? And it sounds complete. It's not, these are not entertaining words. I'm just saying, like, the fact that they, like, sat down to write a Christmas play and successfully wrote a Christmas play, it's like, I thought they were too far gone for that.
To be fair, there was not one mention of Christmas or anything close to it, but it is
no. This isn't the Christmas play. The thing we were watching earlier was like this is the Christmas play.
Right.
Now
they wrote
I remember no
like an Arthur Miller over here.
By the way, I remember what I was going to say earlier that I forgot.
Maybe she'll fuck Marilyn Monroe.
Chris Chan drove from I think Ruckersville, Virginia, all the way to Cleveland, Ohio to rescue some person that didn't exist. Got there, realized it, and then drove all the way back. And that's like, I don't know, like a 4 or 5 hour drive each way.
VA to OH? Yeah, that's a drive.
Yeah.
They're a full, you don't expect someone to be able to like, you don't expect CDC to be able to like get onto a highway, get off of a highway.
Yeah. No, I know. It doesn't feel right.
Fill up their car with gas. Use headlights at night. It's like, what do you mean they can do that?
Alone, too, without any supervision.
Because the only reason they could is because there was something they wanted, which was a girlfriend, and it's not their fault that Clyde Cash had murdered them and set them on fire before CDC could arrive.
That's what happened. Damn that Clyde Cash. Life and Times of Jesus Christ, a Christmas play by Angelica Rosechew.
Oh, so Rosechew wrote the play.
Yes.
Okay.
Not CWC.
No,
Ben, please go back 5 seconds, Ben. No. Oh God, Scott.
What?
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Maybe.
Okay, stop.
Uh-huh.
What if Angelica Rosechew is the handler?
Oh.
What if this is not like, I wrote like sure Arthur Conan Doyle writing, Watson writing, Sherlock Holmes. It's like, no. What if this person's like, I'm Angelica Rosechew, CWC.
Oh, dear.
I wrote a play.
You might be right.
You're going to read it.
Oh, I don't like that one bit. That's probably true.
The spotlight turns off as the manger scene is brought out. Angelica descends onto the stage and addresses the audience as the spotlight shines upon her. And they were in the same country shepherds, abiding in the fields, keeping watch over their flock at night. And lo, the angel of the Lord came unto them, and the glory of the Lord shone round about them.
Wait, this is just the actual story.
By the way, it's more like 7 hours each way from Ruckersville, Virginia to Cleveland, Ohio.
That's a trip.
Yeah.
That's insane.
So they were on the road for 14 hours that day. I mean, and that's only if you drive all the way through, without stopping, which you have to stop.
You think CWC is not stopping at every toy store between Virginia and Ohio? Are you out of your mind?
Yeah.
Come on.
Afraid, and the angel said unto them, Fear not. For behold, I bring you tidings of great joy, which shall be to all people. For unto
Please
you is
pause.
born
Please pause.
It's the Charlie Brown, right?
Yeah.
Didn't this happen in the Charlie Brown Christmas special or whatever?
Hold on, Asterios is doing something.
Here's what happened. I'm trying to come up with like a phrase. Like, I wish Columbo had a phrase that he said when he'd be like, just one more
question.
That's not this. It's like, I wish in Monk, when Monk has figured out the case, he goes, here's what happened. So check out this art. There was similar art that was in the world at the time when CWC was in jail. You guys remember like a bunch of art got released and they were in jail?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, I did know actually, but that's interesting.
Yeah, and so the question was always like, well, why isn't the art folded? Because that's the thing. The letters CWC would send would be folded up. And actually, you wouldn't get their jail letter. You'd get a photocopy of their jail letter, and it would be signed and inspected by the people at the jail. So there was new art coming out, and everyone was like, well, CWC's clearly not drawing that because otherwise it'd be folded. Whoever's drawing this art, that's them.
So it's not Christine drawing this shit.
I don't think it's Christine drawing this because I recognize there's a difference between Christine's drawings and this one person who apes Christine Styles' drawings. And I think it's the imposter Christine. And I think they have a Wikipedia. I think they have a Wikipedia page.
Do they?
All right, I'm sorry. Please keep going. I'm gonna see if I can crack this case.
This day in the city of David, a Savior.
Sherlock Asterios on the case.
And this shall be a sign unto you. Ye shall find the babe wrapped in swaddling clothes, lying in a manger. And suddenly there with the angel of
They have this fake, like, wind blowing effect.
The heavenly host praising God and say, Glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace, goodwill toward men. The stage became fully lit, revealing Crystalina as Mary and Constantinople as Joseph in the manger, with a calm, trained Mudbray, Marip, and Tauros right by them, looking into the basket with the plush sign she wrapped in cloth in the basket. Wild, Punchy, and Magichan, dressed in shepherd's clothes, approach the manger and praise the baby as Angelica flies back above the stage. The three wise men approached as the piano started playing Little Drummer Boy, and they sing. Danny Sani approaches as well and plays the drum upon him.
You know, I don't know if Little Drummer Boy was already an existing song at the birth of Christ because it's about the birth of Christ. You see the paradox we found ourselves in here.
Yes.
But it could be a future situation. So maybe I don't know what I'm talking about.
It could be a time. The Little Drummer Boy could have been a time traveler.
True. Perfect. I didn't know Christine had perfect pitch.
Song, the lights are cut and the spotlight is shown upon Joseph, and Angelica tells Joseph, "Wake, Joseph, for Herod the king seeks to..."
All right, so there's that. This is the Christmas thing. And
this is definitely more Christmassy.
Yes.
The other one is decidedly less Christmassy.
Yes, it was something totally different. I don't even know. I didn't catch the title of the other work that Christine
I don't know
was...
if we're meant to know. I don't think it's time yet.
There are just some things man was not meant to know.
Exactly.
All right, here's the next segment. Here we go.
Who did it?
Turn off the
goddamn internet. Please like the stream.
Are they gonna touch me?
If you want to make Jared giggle, you know how it works. All right. So there's this guy we laugh at on the internet. His name is Sturges. That's not his real name, but that's what we call him, and he gets all triggered by it. And we he's kind of a lolcow that he's just really dumb. That's the easiest way. And check out this thing that he did. So someone's talking about how someone they know is in hospice and has a few days left at best. And then fucking Sturges, who's the NHAYS 10467, was like, hell yeah, I'm glad he's doing better.
Oh my god, he doesn't know what hospice means.
Nope.
He's too dumb to know what that word.
Let's do it better.
Yes.
He'll be out of it. That hospice will fix him right up.
Yes. And he has he had all these hilarious Twitch clips up. Like you know how like on Twitch people can take your live streams and clip them essentially and create little short clips of them. There was a bunch from like over the years on his channel, and some of them were so embarrassing. And he leaked his own DMs where he was like simping on this girl and was like, I want to fuck the shit out of you and play Jackbox games, baby. like that kind of shit.
I like that.
Here's some of the Twitch clips.
And they say it gets colder. You bundled up now when you till you get older. But the meter man, but you differ.
Yeah.
Judging by the
the Eric July super fan.
Yes, that's what he is. He's an Eric July super fan.
Satellite picture. No, it's okay. It's getting pretty thin. The water's getting warm.
He's wearing a Ripaverse t-shirt right there.
So you might ask me, my nails on fire? How about yours? That's the way I like it, and I'll never get bored. Hey now, you're an all-star.
Yeah. Hearing him try to do All-Star, you would think that All-Star had the highest,
this is what
most
killed the
impossible
singer
BPM that you could never possibly keep up with, but it's actually not that hard.
This is what ended up killing the singer from Smash Mouth was Sturgis doing a karaoke version. He saw it and was like, oh shit.
Game on, go play.
I gotta say, Scott's right. It's like, listen, I understand singing bad. How do you
he can't possibly keep up with the music, but it's not that hard.
It's really bad.
Not that
he's so behind.
It's like doing a cake song in karaoke.
Well,
like,
his brain
gonna be sing talking.
You got a short skirt and a long jacket.
He's got
How do you screw it up?
His brain has to process what he's reading too long.
His brain doesn't work fast enough for like a standard pop song tempo.
Yep.
There's a lag. There's a
lag.
But that's just your opinion, bud.
Hey now, you're a rock star. Get the show on, get paid, and all that glitters is gold.
Look at
this. What this?
Oh, get it. Oh my god.
I am erect. This one or this one?
Look at his pop
Did
figures.
he say I am erect?
Yeah, I think he's reading the chat.
This one.
Yeah, he
That's
does
better,
have
I
pop
guess.
figures, which
This
is you can't have those guys. I'm sorry.
They the headquarters of Funko is in the Seattle area. I've never been there. But it's there. I get to read that donation. I'm going to check that out really quick.
Well, while you're pulling that up, I know that I think a couple of months ago I heard that like Funko had to destroy like a couple of $1 million worth of Funko Pops because it was cheaper than even like sending them to the dollar store. They're just like, the dollar stores don't even want this. We have to destroy
He does,
them.
and by the way, that donation said he doesn't have enough brain cells to read and sing at the same time.
Yes,
That's actually
right.
true.
Yep,
that's what's happening.
That is what's happening.
It's two things.
By the way, he always is like, you guys are fat. He calls Drunken Peasants the fats. This dude is definitely fatter
fat.
than me. Yeah,
That's
I know.
Terrible. That's terrible.
This one. You only get those drinking 4 times a day. I get these from the gym.
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 I get these from months from the gym.
From months.
Months from the gym.
From months.
Months.
There's zero definite. They're just fat arms that you're squeezing.
It's like it's Pillsbury dough coming out of the tube that you can like shape into cookies if you want. That's what it is.
I would love to bake his arms.
Yeah, it's like being muscular doesn't mean having musculature. Like, I know we can all flex.
Yeah.
It's like,
I get these from the gym.
Possess musculature.
What did you say, Ben? Sorry.
I get these from the gym, bud. I get these months in the gym, months.
Yeah, fucking right.
Look at this.
Are they real? Are they real? Can I move them?
Scott.
Can I move them with my?
Scott, how does it make you feel? How does it make you feel to know that the Rippaverse is technically more successful than the Dark Universe?
It's a terrible book, though. I just got my hands on the second book, and there's going to be a review coming eventually.
I want to read these comics so bad.
I can arrange that.
Please.
I think my most liked tweet is about the Dark Universe.
It is. I knew you would have a thing about that. I knew you'd have something to say about that.
I'm gonna have to find a easier way to find it. But give me like a while, and I'll find it.
It's like the Dark Universe has one thing. The Rippaverse is about to have two things.
Two things. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Can
That's a
move
lot
them,
of
right?
things. That's multiple things.
You see, I can kind of move them.
The thing is that people just buy this shit to like own the libs. They don't even read it. It's almost unreadable. There's like hardly any good dialogue, and there are like several pages of pictures only. It's very bad, and it's unclear. Like they don't build any characters, and it's unclear like who Isom is or like what his powers are or anything.
Yeah.
Let me tell you who Isom is. A fucking dirty name thief. That's who Isom is.
Yes.
He's got to give that name back to that church or they'll be held to pay.
Yes. You know, last time you were here, it seemed like you didn't know much about that, but now you seem to know like a lot about it.
It's going mainstream.
Yes.
As usual, you guys are in early on finding an insane person and going like, look at this insane person. This isn't normal, right? But like, no, because but like eventually this stuff always goes mainstream with the news because it's like you were saying, Ben. It's like imagine if just buying the comic was the point. If reading it is not the point.
Right.
Buying it is the point. You don't need to hire a proofreader. You don't need to hire like a color separator. Like you could save so much money. Like you're not publishing a comic, you're publishing a political position.
It's kind of genius where the thing you're publishing doesn't matter.
Irrelevant.
Yeah.
Imagine if you were if like you were a musician and they were like, whatever song you write and put out is going to be a bestseller. Is anyone going to listen to it? No, and that's not the point.
It doesn't matter. Yeah.
It does not matter.
Muscles.
I found my tweet. I posted it.
I want to see the tweet.
Not anymore.
I don't think it's my number one, but it's top 10 for sure.
I want to read this.
Look at this. Look at him getting jacked. With those five.
The other account did the heavy lifting. I just commented.
That's how much he's lifting?
Yes.
Why are you putting that on television?
I don't know. And he's watching
and also,
anime.
Look how much dust is on those fucking plates. look how much fucking dust is on those fucking plates. Yeah, fucking right. Oh, wow. He did one set of 815.
And
way
4.
to go.
Look at this.
He did 8.
Look at this.
We saw him do 8.
This is the most unflattering piece of clothing I've ever seen on a human being in my life.
There you go, Nips.
God.
Stop it. Stop it.
There you go.
It's not okay.
Happy?
I thought they'd be much bigger or much smaller. So I'm actually kind of proud of him.
Are you satisfied?
There's something about the way he talks where you can tell he's on, like, it's a very specific voice.
It sounds like Chris Chan.
It's the voice that means on the line between just really stupid and actually mentally retarded.
Yes.
It's that voice. You hear it occasionally, and you can identify it easily.
Regret on Mod Takeover that I didn't request to see nipples. There you go.
It's like, how do I describe it? It's like your voice wants to have a speech impediment, but you technically don't. Like you're fighting it.
That's just your opinion, bud.
The whole way, and just sound stupid.
No problem.
The lag, it's the lag. It's that his brain has lag. It might be. Here's what I think. It's like either a bunch of concussions or he took a bunch of drugs way too soon. But like, he's missing some XP up here.
Yeah. So yeah, some didn't. We didn't keep the stew on long enough.
Yes.
I got no problems here. You're welcome. You lift up, right?
Oh, he's gonna give some instruction on how to play with lady parts.
Oh no!
Great.
Honestly,
always looking for tips.
This one because it's longer.
Okay, we all saw he had like 3 fingers up there, right?
Yeah.
That's 2. What are you doing? You're gonna what?
You're gonna kill her.
Listen, how deep into things are we? I guess I don't know, but it just seems like, all right, you know what? He may be in like the 3rd act. Okay, I'll pull back.
The 3rd act.
This inside and the thumb like this.
Oh, what? No, don't touch. You don't touch her butthole. You don't know how to do that stuff.
No.
Listener, I'm not talking to you, listeners. Obviously, I'm not talking to my fellow panelists. This guy, don't.
No.
And I'm deleting.
You are barely a beginner. It is not time for the ropes course. All right.
This guy's trying to ski double diamond.
Exactly.
You won't know when it's a. You know what? I'm going to put it simply in a way that's not insulting. You won't know when it's appropriate to. You shouldn't.
Yeah.
You will not be able to read the cues and signals it takes.
Doesn't strike me as a cues guy. And even if he does, there's going to be the lag.
Stay entirely away from
That's your opinion, bud.
Entirely.
Play it safe.
You're going to traumatize someone. Everyone else have fun. This guy.
I have quite a few clips I've never actually seen. Just kind of pop up onto Lightstream, and I'm just like, what is that? It's like, it's called renowned shooting stuff. Okay, no problem. I mean, I don't care what you clip. You can clip whatever you want.
He took all these clips down, by the way. After I
free to anybody.
Whatever you want, but I'm going to take it down.
Perfectly fine with it.
He claims I leaked his DMs, and you'll see at the end of this video, he leaked his own DMs, where he's like trying to holler at this girl.
Eat my taco? Oh yes.
Look at this.
No. Again, unless you're very late. This is what I knew it. I knew I was correct before. This guy's starting at 9 and going at 10.
Oh, they're still up?
You guys
Someone's
saw
claiming
that?
they're still up.
Yeah.
So maybe they are still up. I bet he took down the one where he leaked his DMs, though. I'm guessing he took that one down.
Probably.
It was never true. Aw, and you have brought me happiness. I treasure the day when we first met. Yeah, never ever gonna let you go because I love you
Okay,
so.
I'd like to pause it here. Now, yes, yeah, oh yeah, they're not good. They're not good. Oh, William hung. Okay,
Right.
I get it. But
She bangs.
she bangs indeed.
God, that was so long ago.
Are they at least deriving enjoyment from singing?
No,
can't
I don't
tell
think
what
so.
Their opinion of Ben.
It doesn't
Why
seem
are
like-
they singing if they're
It
not?
looks like
enjoying
he's
it?
in pain. He has resting
Yes.
sad
Yeah.
face, they
Like,
say.
is there a gun just off screen?
Yeah.
You're my jingle.
I forget. You do not have to sing songs. You
Yeah.
don't. You clearly don't like.
Don't have to sing songs.
Play some more video games.
You don't have to do this.
Oh yeah, sit on my face, girl.
You know, you don't have to do this either. Maybe, and hear me out. You shouldn't do anything.
He went
Maybe
like
just
this. Like, is he like
sit
putting himself
in a room?
It's a reverse birth. Did you see that?
Maybe just sit for a long
Sit on my
time with no technology.
Face, girl.
What is this?
Whoa.
He is doing reverse birth. He's going all the way into someone's vagina,
The
his whole
term/terms
body.
you are looking for, Sturgis and CWC's voice, are stunted effect and or flattened effect.
That's
Effect when talking
exactly
about
what I'm
speech
looking
slash
for.
language refers
Stunted
to the
affect.
ability of one to emote through speech. Signed, your friendly neighborhood linguist.
Oh, there we go. Stunted effect, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we used to
Love
call
it.
it like
Thank you.
We used to call it like the flat affect, and it's like commonly associated. You
This
know,
is
it's when
like
somebody
watching
talks
MMA
like this,
fighter
and they're like, "I'm a
Jorge
member of a
Masvidal if he never
community who
made
we
to the
shouldn't be making
UFC
fun of."
because he
Wait,
landed on his
what's
head
it
as
say?
I couldn't hear it. You were talking over it.
Jorge Masvidal reference.
Let me read it. I'll read it. Let's see what it says. Like, this is like watching MMA fighter Jorge Masvidal if he ever made to the UFC because he's landed on his head as a kid.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Does he look like him or something?
I think so.
I mean, I assume the joke he's making is that this guy's weak and the other guy's strong. but it's like also Jorge Masvidal's podcast would be exactly this interesting, where it's like you got hit a lot, and now you're having trouble talking, and we all accept that for some reason as a society.
Yeah.
None of us are doing anything about it.
No.
And as you age, we're going to call it graceful, not horrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The system works.
Let me see.
I think the spank would be like
What the?
He's so cringy, it's hilarious.
What's happening?
and then your head, and then your ass will be red.
Then your ass will be wet.
Yeah, it'd be red.
And then he hurts his hand.
Black here, but I be asking. They say they love my ass in 7 jeans, true religion. I say no, but they keep giving, so I keep
Rushing
on
or
taking.
dragging? Rushing or dragging, not my tempo.
He doesn't know the song.
He
No.
doesn't know the song.
Yeah.
Why is he doing this?
Oh,
Okay, not only could he not do this altogether, but given whatever scenario we find ourselves in where he has to do it, surely he could pick a song he knows. Yeah? No?
He knows songs.
He must know songs.
Look at him. This guy knows Ozzy Osbourne or Def Leppard.
I don't know. I don't think so. I think he knows, like, he's like an anime guy and that kind of shit.
Keep on dating. I keep on demonstrating my love, my love, my love, my love. You love my lady.
He does know the song.
My humps, they
I'm
got
sorry.
you. Hello, man.
That was a song. I think
now he's doing "Baby Got Back" here.
That's it. She's wet and you get wet. Got it. Got like turbo vet. I'm tired of magazines.
Okay, this is really exposing the lag.
Yes.
Any kind of fast rap that's really gonna spotlight the lag.
Saying flat butts are the thing. Take the average black man and asking that. She got to point that butt.
You got to point that what?
Much better. Fellas. Fellas,
Can we go back? Because I think he said, "Gotta punch that butt." I believe he said that. Yeah.
Hey, turbo vet. I'm tired of magazines saying flat butts are the thing. Take the average black man and asking that. She got to punch that butt. Much better.
Yeah. She got to punch that butt.
Fellas.
And then he said, punching that butt. As if that's the chorus. Punching that butt.
His girlfriend got the butt. Shake it. Shake it. Shake it. You do when you're going down on me. In between the sheets with all the sounds you make. With every breath you take. It's unlike anything when you're loving me. Yeah.
Okay. Does this person's dad just pay for them? Like, how is this person alive?
Is he supporting himself? Ben, stop doing drugs and answer the question.
I don't know.
Who's supporting this person? Who bought this computer? Everyone,
he's got a computer. He's got all this like memorabilia. He's got.
Come on.
It's kind of like you in your old setup where you had all this Star Wars and Porg memorabilia behind you. Like he's got all his memorabilia. He's got his Rippaverse comic shirt. He's ending the woke agenda. He's tired of it.
That is important. No, yeah, of course.
Would you describe him as this generation's Asterios Kokonos?
Oh my! There's too many similarities.
Oh my!
There's too many similarities.
Close, but not quite as racist.
George Takei out of you.
Both big beards, both jacked.
Obviously.
Welcome in, Poop.
Both winning fight records.
Welcome in, Poop?
Yeah, he's talking. Okay. That's his mod, Poop Donkey, who will come here and spy on us for him to make sure that we don't like raid his stream, because we've raided his streams in the past. So yeah.
Up and stand like this.
Look at this. This dude calls me fat.
It's so embarrassing to do that.
What is that?
Okay.
It's a fupa.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Profile that's not good too. Yeah, I've noticed this person's wearing two shirts a lot. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know how many. It's kind of like Jared. You know, we compared him to Jared, and most people that voted, because we took votes on it, most people agreed. Like overall, people agreed Jared's worse overall, but they think Jared is smarter than Sturges.
Yes,
which is insane because Jared is not smart at all.
Let's be. Here are two true statements that seem contradictory but aren't. Jared is one of the stupidest people in the world. Jared is much smarter than this guy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Jared seems like smart enough to like DM the wrong person, if you know what I mean. Whereas like this person, like whoever this, I don't think this Beardo could get it together to commit like a crime.
Nah, he seems more innocent.
Yes.
Much more malevolence to Jared.
Jared found out that Shabisky was restreaming him, so he started playing porn on his own channel. But before he did it, he like said out loud that he was going to do it. So Shabisky just stopped.
Get you banned.
So Shabisky easily outsmarted Jared, like easily. So that's
stopping live streaming him when he said he was going to show porn.
Yeah.
So Shabisky didn't get in trouble, and then Jared showed porn
and got his channel terminated.
Jared got in trouble.
His channel got deleted within 20 minutes.
It seemed like the perfect crime. I don't know how it went wrong.
Honestly, that's a pretty good tactic. That would have worked if they hadn't bragged about how they were going to do it first. That would have worked. So it goes Shabisky, Jared, Visk.
Yeah.
That is the hierarchy.
Yeah.
We're going to need some paper and some coffee. It's going to be a long night.
complain when you're driving me insane. When I think
Now he's
it's
doing
time
Sum
that we
41.
took a break. We're back, Stuart.
Look at this. This is hilarious. So many bad, like, dumb things happen to him here. Check this out. So first he hits his fan.
Right.
I hit my fan.
Which shows
and then
that
he
you don't exercise.
And then he elbows the action figure. You know, Jared also has an action figure collection, and he keeps it on top of his dresser. So
I think they'd be friends.
I hit my light.
The weights are so light.
I know. I was doing this same shit with
They're
like
so
25-pound weights earlier today.
Yes.
These are like
Those
5 or 10. I don't know.
Yeah, those are 10 topsies and maybe less, maybe 5.
They just look so small. They look like 5s. And it's like, well, clearly he doesn't do this because if he did, he would know exactly how to work around that fence.
Yeah, he would know the space of the room.
Right.
Well, he's the one giving everyone else like
and they have less dust.
He's the one critiquing everyone else's physical appearance. So
that's true.
Yeah. The fats are talking about Eric July again. I don't like it, bud.
You could.
Look, here's some more cunnilingus
I was
advice.
just hoping he was learning to count.
You got it.
Nope.
You kind of do this.
He's never fucked before, right?
Don't start with two.
Like, this is all hypothetical for
everyone.
Yeah, this
everyone
is all hypothetical.
Everyone is welcome to screen cap this and do what you will with it. You can tweet it at him if you want. Whatever.
Right.
Just don't call him Sturgis.
He'll be like, I don't know who that is, bud. But it's like, you know who it is. You know who it is.
You do this.
Please stop it, please. Listeners, this is going to be too overwhelming. Don't do that.
No.
The technique he just laid out, you certainly don't start there. If eventually you've got the band playing and you want to start throwing in the horn section, of course, that's fine. You know what I mean?
Band playing.
Like, but you see this guy's going from 0 to hero, and like, it's just, it's just going to freak her out. And at best, she's going to be overwhelmed, and at worst, turned off. Am I wrong, guys?
That's just your opinion, bud.
Not well. That is your opinion, bud. But also, you are not wrong.
I'm just saying. No.
You know what he'll do? Because he has me blocked. He'll unblock me and like quote tweet me to everybody and then block me again so I can
reblock you.
Yeah,
that's a fun move. I like that.
What a little bitch.
That's a power move. You're being pwned.
Oh no.
Oh, don't. That's embarrassing, man.
Then stop it.
Why? Do I have to make the titties bigger? Hold on.
This is a Final Fantasy 11 girl.
I don't know. I have no idea. I don't jerk
like
it
a
to
Final Fantasy type.
I don't jerk it to like drawings. I know a lot of people do. I just don't do it.
Imagine the very idea, Ben. Anyway, I gotta go.
It's an expression like what that mouth.
I just
do,
don't.
what those fingers do.
No,
Oh,
Ben,
okay,
I'm the same exact way. And when I tell people that, they're like, "You're lying. I don't know." Art does in general, like comic books or CGI, like art. I can't do it. I don't know why.
Yeah. By the way,
I probably wouldn't if what I did it to existed in nature, but it doesn't.
Right.
Daddy's got to take what he can get.
Well, they're drawings of your dreams.
This is Sturges standing next to Eric July. Okay,
nice.
They met at some kind of convention. Sturges has his whip.
Cool.
He has his whip tucked into his belt loop.
That is a fun accessory.
Yeah.
I always try to pack a whip when I take pictures with black people.
So let's see. How tall is Eric July? Let's see.
Well, he's a comic book writer, so not very tall. Yeah, he's an easy 8'5".
So he was a track runner in college, and the university he went to still has his stats listed. They say he's 5'10".
Okay.
So 5'10".
He's 5'8". So he's 5'8".
So how tall is Sturgis?
I tell people I'm 5'11", which means I'm 5'9".
Yeah. So how tall is Sturgis then?
Well, okay, so if this guy's billed at 5'10", it means he's at least 5'9". So if this guy's 5'9", then Sturgis is 5. Oh yeah, Sturgis is 5'6".
5'6".
Okay,
that's exactly what it is.
Yeah. I also saw him standing next to Gina Carano, and Gina Carano was noticeably taller. Also,
Well, Gina Carano is 6'8". She's an Amazon.
That's some WWE style stat exaggerating right there. Giant Gonzalez was 8 feet tall.
He was 112 feet tall,
and that wasn't a bodysuit. That was really what he looked like. El Gigante.
The fingers can do a lot of things.
The fingers can do a lot of things, bud.
Fingers can do a lot of things. Okay. I misbehave.
Now he's doing some Justin Timberlake.
Makes me feel this way. Take it to the course. Come here, girl. Go ahead, me.
Wow.
Come to the back.
The one time someone in the current month, someone's going to feel bad for Justin Timberlake is right now. Just JT, I'm sorry for you. You're the good guy in this one very specific instance of this guy ruining your song.
Go ahead, VIP. Go ahead, me. Go with the jokes on me. Go ahead, me. Go with the twerking with. Go ahead, me. Go to those hips. Go ahead, me. Go. They make me smile.
You don't have to do this.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of activities.
All kinds of activities, like complaining about race swapping in comic books,
owning the libs,
buying
comics,
another thing
not
he does,
reading them because you can't read.
Another thing that he does is he goes, trans children, they don't exist, bud. They just don't exist. If they think they're twins, they were groomed, bud. That's what he says.
Go ahead, Josh.
So you're telling me there's like an alt-right Kripke from The Big Bang Theory out there? I don't like it.
No.
And a lot of your listeners, that was the joke of the night.
It was really good.
I'm sorry, guys. It's all downhill from here.
Hey, at least yours was on the show. Mine was before we started.
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah. Here's the text messages. He's
that
like,
you leaked.
That I leaked, but this is literally his live stream showing his Discord.
Yeah.
And it's like Halo Infinite and then maybe Jackbox later. So he's talking to someone named Britney. And he's
Spears?
like,
no one's watching her, so she's like just out in the wild.
I do it every day to you. Oh, she says, to feel you humping my booty. And he responds going, I do it every day to you, Britney.
Has anyone in 20 years use the term humping not as a joke?
Yeah.
I feel like there's not much unironic humping going on lately.
No, it's funny. It's
a silly word.
Only funny.
He
Yeah,
is
the dog's humping the couch.
He is so cringy here. Check this out. She's like, I do so much to make you happy every day. And he's like what and why? Because you feel like I'm the best choice and you wouldn't want to lose it?
Ugh. That's a weird thing to say.
Yeah, what? She's trying to like flirt and she's actually flirting with him.
Zoom in on these words. I'm sorry, I got a really tiny monitor tonight. Like, all right, Ben. So is what you're telling me that this dude leaked his own sex?
Yes.
And now he's blaming you.
Yes.
Yes. This is much worse than I thought.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd love to. I want to hear all of these. Oh my God, this is great because I can't really see it.
Okay, so he responds again to the same comment and he goes, "Oh, you're too cute." And she's like, "No, you." And he's like, "You're beautiful." And she's like, "No, you." And then he did like, I guess, a bear and a cuddle emoji. And then he said, "Hope you have a wonderful sleep." And then Brittany's like, "Hey, hope you are doing well." I think this is like the next, like later that day. I think it's later that day. Because the earlier ones were like around noon, like in the morning and around noon. And these are like 5 p.m. So So he's like, hell yeah, just visit. Dude, this one is so cringy. Listen to this. Hell yeah, just visited Miller's Ale House and got a ribeye served to me by a beautiful blonde. Wish you were the beautiful blonde serving me a ribeye.
Scott, just in case you don't know, Miller's Ale House is like the Applebee's of the South. That's just a regular. It's like he went to Wendy's. Like, why are you bragging about this? I had a gorgeous ribeye for $12.99.
Yeah. Served by a beautiful blonde.
Thank you for the added context. That does make it better.
This place sells those yards of beer.
Hell yes.
That's how you know you're not at a steakhouse worth bragging about. You get beer
if the drinks are measured in feet, then perhaps it is not the highest quality of steakhouses, even by chain standards.
If the amount of alcohol you get is in any way mentioned in the name of the alcohol,
yes,
you are not at a place worth bragging about.
Like a 12 ounce?
Yeah.
A 12 ounce of 16 ounce, a 64 ounce. No, none of it.
The nice places keep it a secret how much you're getting.
It's not exactly, but Brittany, who's clearly a real beautiful girl, was Brittany impressed by this?
So she goes quiet after that comment, and then after a little while, after no reply, he's like, "I hope that didn't upset you." And then still no reply. Then he's like, "How did the appointment go, Brittany?" And then like a couple hour or no, like a half hour after that, he's like, "I want to fuck the shit out of you while we play Jackbox." You know the Jackbox games?
Yeah.
And then randomly, like hours later, she's like, "Just got home, gonna hop in." I think that means like his live stream or whatever. It's funny, like you want to fuck the shit out of her.
I want to give you a rim job while we play Trivia Murder Party 2.
I want to give you a Cleveland Steamer while we play Don't Let the Bomb Explode. And listen, and sir, the fact that like you freaked out and like sent 4 messages with wildly different emotional tones, all of which are needy plus something random.
Yes.
Yeah, like needy plus how's your day? Needy plus I'm gonna bend you over a toilet. Like this is why you're not allowed near the butthole. Like you can't. You won't know when it's appropriate.
You will do it wrong.
So
you thought all those messages were appropriate. They're not.
Then you would do the butthole version of those messages.
Now he's watching Nerdrotic, which is like one of the big channels that like hates all the new media that's like woke. They always complain.
Like a Comics Gate channel.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And you can see heel versus babyface. He was the guy that freaked out about the pronouns in Starfield or whatever.
I love
Is that the guy in the top right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the guy in the top right.
Okay. I now have a beef with one Adam Johnston of YMS. Don't know if you guys have heard of him.
I've heard of him.
Because he has referenced this guy so many fucking times, which is fine. He sounds very funny, and I've seen little bits of him, and he sounds funny. And has only ever referred to him as the pronouns guy. Not once has he called him by his name, heel versus babyface, which I would obviously have a lot to say about.
I've never heard him talk about wrestling though, which is an interesting name because when I first heard the name, I thought it was like a wrestling focused channel because you'd think, but it's not.
Anyone would, but no, it's an even cooler channel.
And if Adam were here, the way he might describe it, he'd be like, just to let you know, heel versus babyface's logo is just a drawn infant child with a boot print on his face. Quite humorous, as you see. He's taking the patois of wrestling.
Okay, do that voice, but with a German accent.
Das ist bad.
Yeah.
Mein Lipschitz, my name is Adam. Have you seen the human thumb? Heel versus babyface.
Yeah.
It's quite good.
So Sturgis is a buffoon. He's kind of he's a clown.
I like him.
I love this guy, and I agree with him politically.
Oh, dude.
That's the most important thing.
Yes.
I don't have to like his content.
Yeah.
What he thinks, what I think. Right.
Exactly. Eric July. I think
I'm just saying the guy seems a little trigger happy to take out this lady's career. I'm just saying.
Listen, are we back? Are we back there?
Listen, Sniper Wolf should not be at your house. If a Sniper Wolf shows up to your house, call the police on the Sniper Wolf. Put the Sniper Wolf in jail. Get a restraining order from the Sniper Wolf. I don't know that I would send around my wait, what's the name of that petition service?
Change.org?
Yeah, something like
there
that.
we go. And 3, 2, 1. I don't know that I'd send around like a change.org petition to get this person demonetized. I don't know that I'd start that. That might be step 5 on the "a Sniper Wolf is at my house" response plan.
You're saying maybe swap the change.org and calling the police. Is that your thesis?
Number one, it's the one time it's okay to narc, when there's a Sniper Wolf at the door.
Exactly.
It's okay to narc. The second time it's okay to narc, playing the NES game Narc. Great game at a
I used to play that.
Of course.
I played in the arcade too.
I played in the arcade. I prefer it in the arcade because the real scare is, am I going to lose my quarter? If I have unlimited lives, it kind of
Arcade games were superior to
stakes.
console games at around that time.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because if I'm playing the Simpsons 4-stick,
I love that game.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course. And like, if Homer dies, it's like we're all fucked now. Now there's only 3 of us. God damn, we're gonna.
There's no patriarch. What are you gonna do? There's a power vacuum.
Who's gonna throw that bowling ball?
I love the X-Men one. That's like multiplayer.
Yes.
Like the.
You think Marge's vacuum is gonna save the day? I don't think so.
Maybe when it's flying in and she's invincible, but that's it.
Well,
And
obviously,
only
but
because
that's
she has
a
large
very
hit
limited
box.
time.
And it is incredibly limited. It's limited to 3 seconds at best.
At best.
All right. So, have you ever played Holocene?
No. Oh, yes, I have. Yes, now I know what you're talking about, and yes, I have.
I don't think I have.
Here, I'll show you what it looked like. It was I remember seeing it in the 90s in an arcade and being like, what the fuck? Because it created an illusion of like 3D. Like there was no screen. It like was out of the screen.
Oh, that kind of rings a bell.
Yeah.
It was that 3D fighting game that would project a hologram poorly against 3 geometric shapes for no reason.
Yeah, it was like this. It's kind of it doesn't fully capture the dimension of it. But yeah, it was like being projected. It looked like you could like put your hand through it, you know.
Right.
Yeah. So
I'm not seeing it on the screen.
Oh shit.
We can't see shit.
My bad.
I'm just agreeing with you because I'm nice.
You are. Canadians are so polite. Kind of. Sorry, you're sorry. Hold on, I'll show it to you.
Hey, listen. So while he's pulling this up,
Sure.
Oh, never mind. Yes,
it would like
a Sega game.
Yeah,
I forgot that.
It would come up out of the
good year.
Great year.
Clinton's in the White House. Muay Thai.
The Holocene. Yeah. And this is what the game was like. It wasn't that great of a game. It just had a cool gimmick, you know. It was a pretty. It wasn't as good as Street Fighter or anything like that.
Yeah.
But it was a cool gimmick on a game.
Yeah.
Everybody was like holograms.
I was a big Virtua Fighter guy.
Oh yes.
That was sick.
Tekken also.
Some Tekken, more Virtua Fighter. Although I probably should have spent more time on Tekken because there's literally a cat wrestler in it.
Yeah, King,
baby.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I used to when I was like in middle school, I used to hang out at this laser tag place that was also an arcade, and I used to just like play laser tag, and then like in between laser tag games, just like play all the arcade games. Me and Scott played laser tag 1-on-1, and I trapped him.
Right.
I trapped him.
Haunted. Nice.
Yeah. It was 1-on-1 laser tag.
Prey?
It's the most scared I've ever been.
It had like 2 levels, and he went up on the top level, and then I just camped out and waited for him to try to come down on either side, because there were only 2 ways he could have been coming from, and I just shot him every time he came back down.
Just
Sounds like
wasted
he boxed
me.
Sounds like he boxed you in pretty good, Scott. Were there any chargers or resupplies up at the top level?
There must have been. I'm sure there had to be a reason I went there.
I'm just thinking to myself, because I might go up there and be like, oh, there's definitely going to be a charger up here. Get up there. There's no charger. Now I'm trapped.
Now I'm fucked. Yeah.
Yeah. Now I just got to run the gauntlet of lasers, I guess.
Yeah. It was a lot of that.
Yes.
What are the chances this guy did call the police and get a restraining order, and I just don't know about it? Is my central criticism
I like
wrong?
that you're thinking about this a lot. Maybe there's a reason that literally everyone who has heard you speak about it thinks you're stupid.
I don't know. I've just heard of these people. I heard everything from your last show. Everything I've put together. It's just entirely my own biases. I don't know. I don't have facts. I just have opinions, which is another reason why it's.
I don't think she would have went to jail because she didn't do anything illegal. Like, as far as I know, I don't think she made any actual like threats that you could actually point to. She does have a criminal record, and one of the convictions is armed robbery. So that is, and she has guns for sure because she'll have like videos on Twitter of her shooting guns at gun ranges and shit. But she didn't make any threats, and she just like took a picture of like the front of the house. It's unethical, but not illegal. I don't know. I don't even know if the cops would come immediately. I don't know.
If I'm YouTube rich, and listen, I absolutely understand that, like, it's very hard to, it's like this, to some, this may seem like a gray area. If I'm YouTuber rich and someone shows up to my house and my wife is home, I'm getting a restraining order, and I'm also suing them. Even if the facts are, even if I'm not sure it's an open and shut case, it's like, let's start the process of not having you take pictures of my house in the legal system. And then, I don't know, if it gets rejected, I guess Bob's your uncle. I'm going to try. Has this guy tried to use the...
I have no idea. I haven't even followed it that closely.
From my window and take my chances legally.
Does anyone in the chat know? Because this is what's funny to me. It's like everyone last time, they were so angry and they were like leaving all these comments, and it's like, guys, I really don't know much about this. My opinion is not worth getting upset about. I barely have one. I don't know who these people are. I'm asking you to do research right now into the central defense I made for the past 2 hours.
You know what's funny? Like, so I guess back in the day, Sniper Wolf had a boyfriend that was like a big fat guy, and they broke up because he cheated on her. Okay, and for years there were always these memes.
It's cool when the big fat guy cheats on the attractive girl. I like that.
There were thing I've ever heard, by the way. The fattest thing I've ever heard is that a fat guy had Sniper Wolf and cheated on her.
Well,
that is fat behavior. That is the fattest behavior.
So people used to post these memes talking about like what a dumbass he was, and then like after this shit happened, I saw it flip, and they were like, "Yeah, he was lucky to get the fuck out of there.
Nice.
No wonder." She was a crazy bitch.
He lived long enough to become the hero.
Yeah.
He's the good guy Greg of the situation.
Yeah.
For cheating on her. For committing infidelity. For breaking her trust. For breaking this person's trust into pieces.
Good fat guy.
She bad.
Listen, here's where we are in levels of fat behavior. Putting French fries on your hoagie at a place called Fat Sal's. Number 2, eating from a grease truck. And number 1, cheating on your hot girl because you're like, I need more of everything all the time. There's a hole in my heart, and if I'm not filling it with food, it has to be with someone else's pussy. I'm a human monster.
Here's how I know I'm not a bad fat guy, because I have eaten from the OG grease trucks in New Brunswick, New Jersey, but I specifically requested no fries on my sandwich because enough is enough.
We have, in Seattle, we have a grease truck restaurant. It's called Fat Shack. And I do get the fries on the sandwich.
It's what almost killed Billy.
I mean, I'm not Billy.
You're made of stronger stuff, to be sure.
Fair enough.
I just don't eat it as much. I get like the small sandwich, just one, and usually like twice a year, maybe I'll eat there. They
are very good, but I don't like fries on a sandwich. Like
I don't normally, but
I've never been eating a sandwich that is. I don't know if a lot of people know this, but a sandwich is made of bread, and I've never been eating a sandwich and said needs more starch. Like I've never the potatoes have never entered my sandwich.
What about onion rings on a sandwich?
By all means.
What about it?
Don't you me? Onion rings are not the same as fries.
They're like a side dish, and they're battered and deep fried. They're very similar. They're just not.
No, they're a different kind of fried vegetable.
A vegetable? Yeah.
Now I want Fat Shack.
Oh, dude. It's evil.
I remember when we went down and Adam had it for the first time. He took like 3 bites. He's like, "This should actually be illegal.
Yeah,
like you shouldn't be allowed to serve this to humans."
Deliciousness.
It's
really good.
Imagine putting like a quart of mozzarella cheese on a single sandwich. It's like if you saw everything that went into like a grease truck sandwich individually, you'd be like, "Oh, are we making dinner for the whole family?"
Are we going to serve this at a soup kitchen?
It takes a while to make the sandwich there, I've noticed.
Sandwich.
Like, it takes a little while to make the sandwich when you order it. And I usually get a small one because the small one is a regular
for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I like. That means it's being made to order. I like that.
That's good. And they just like, they have a bar there. So if you're alcoholic, you can just drink. It's great.
That's fucking awesome. Holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess, I'll have to go back there again someday. I don't know.
Through trial and error, I can tell you that the correct sauce combination is marinara and golden barbecue sauce.
Wow.
But don't put it at the top of the list. Sussy Bacchus. Love the stream heart emoji.
It's too much hee hee hee. It's too much.
It's wonderful. And we're almost at 25% of the goal on the first show of the week. That's amazing.
Good job.
That's nice.
Yeah.
It'd be cool if people went pro season got it over 25%, but what do I know?
Hey, we'll see. I mean, we'll probably got like 30, 40 minutes-ish left. So,
look, if you guys want me to have the exact opposite opinion, I'll just do it.
I'll just have it.
All right, here we go. Here we go. You ready? Here we go. Fine. Like, hey, you know what? They're not just memes, okay? Like, the people are putting their heart and soul into these pieces of individual digital art. And, like, for you to just, like, sit there and laugh at them, like, it demeans the artist and it demeans the art. Like, you're just like a quick fix cash in. And if we stop you, then maybe we'll stop every kind of one of these videos and make sure that like artists are like, get the respect they deserve. And like, obviously along the way, you should subscribe to me on Patreon. I mean, that just kind of seems like a no brainer. Like you're going to want to follow me and of course I got a great new t-shirt this month. Like, but we are standing up for artists and like, it's really important that we credit these artists. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm doing a live show in Seattle. All right, there you go. There.
Are you?
Are you happy, listeners? You heard your opinion.
Are you doing a show in Seattle?
No, I wish.
Ah,
no, it'd be nice. I like Ballard so much.
Yeah,
and
Ballard's
here's
a cool
the weird
place.
thing. I know it's like a cliche, but the coffee is actually better in Seattle, and you should go drink it.
Yeah,
great.
Ballard is where all the Swedes and the Norwegians live.
You can just say white people, Ben. You don't need to be coy about it.
Yeah, I mean, let's all talk about what ethnicities live where.
I mean, we can if you'd like. You want to start?
No, dear Lord, no.
Okay. Here's I guess Britney Spears got pulled over and got a ticket, and there's like a body cam of it now. Let's see.
Again. 2023 9/10. Okay, so
I hope she shaves her head on body party. That's a nice car.
Yeah.
Let's see if she's holding a baby on her lap.
Speeding.
Come on,
Get
get her
your
pussies
license,
out.
registration, insurance.
My license actually is with my security at home, and I don't have it with me right now at this moment. I'm so sorry, but it's like 10 minutes away.
You're going 60, and it's like a
Yeah, she
45.
sounds like she has brain injuries.
This is definitely Britney Spears.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is how she talks, and she would not have her license.
That all of those things are very much true. We're actually saying on my podcast that the worst year of our lives. You should listen to it. And I'm doing a live show in Seattle. Just a couple weeks ago. That like, I think if we're not saying it already, that pretty soon we're going to be saying in hindsight we were kind of hard on Britney Spears' dad. And that maybe he was just doing his best to try to keep this crazy bitch from killing herself and everyone else around her. But we all got to learn what a conservatorship was, so that was fun.
Yeah, yeah.
This is exactly, Scott, I'm going to have to say I agree with you. This mirrors exactly my opinion about the situation in Israel and Palestine.
Exactly.
100%, where it's like, look, what was happening, what Britney Spears' dad was doing is wrong. And also
extremely necessary.
But also complete and it's like, we can't also do nothing. This is a person who needs help. This is like a mentally ill person. It's like, nothing is not the answer. This is certainly not the answer. If there's a third answer out there, we should all be looking for it.
We should do that.
The current solutions are not working.
No. And
we can't just keep doing them and be like, this time it'll work.
For sure. Based on zero empirical evidence up to this point, this the same thing will definitely work this time.
Yeah, no, certainly. Yeah. Like, and by the way, listeners, what's my opinion on Israel and Palestine? I haven't mentioned it explicitly, and I never will.
Is he gone?
Pretty good. Mine's Palestine.
Did he leave the call?
I think that was his graceful exit.
Amazing.
Pretty good, honestly. This is a pro-Palestine.
Oh no, he's still here. He's still in the call. He just doesn't have his camera.
He's just being cute.
Yeah.
No, I came back. It was just like a punchline kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
It was like a gag. I didn't really just get disconnected. Oh, thank you.
But for real, Palestine though. Palestine number one.
Can I get your registration, insurance?
You can't see the video, Ben.
Oh shit.
What's happening?
Get your shit together.
What are we doing?
Can't see Asterios, can't see the video. Show sucks.
Okay. Do you have a valid license?
Yes, sir. I just flew in from overseas, so they have my security at my house.
I've stopped you before out here for speeding.
Wait, can you rewind it 10 seconds? Did she just say I just moved here from overseas?
I think flew here from overseas,
Yes,
but it's
flew
still
here.
kind of a funny thing to say.
Okay.
Like, why not say a country
I just flew in
instead of overseas?
So they have my security at my house.
I've stopped you before out here for speeding. I stopped you before out here for speeding.
This isn't her
I gave you a
first
break last
here
time.
by this guy?
Apparently not. Or maybe this cop is stalking Britney Spears.
True.
Asterios, I don't know if your camera's on, but I don't know. I don't know. Or is he gone?
All right, can I get your full name?
Oh, there he is.
With middle. Date of birth.
I like how he's not getting her on camera. Like, this is probably intentional.
He's respecting her privacy.
It's actually kind of nice of this dude.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but if it was anybody else, it would just be that. I mean, like, yeah.
You don't have a registration of the car?
Well, if there's anybody else, you might have murdered them already.
Do you have insurance? Doesn't your security usually follow you?
Does your security follow you?
He's at the house. Okay.
She hasn't had security.
Are you able to have him bring your stuff? Can you have him bring your information?
Drive it there?
Nah, I mean, I don't want to do that. Or
Did you say, can you drive me there?
The insurance.
And he shot her down.
And insurance.
And what?
And insurance.
And insurance too. So this I'll go to my phone so I can show you this copy.
Okay, just wait here for me, okay?
Basically, the rest is like he writes her a ticket and gives it to her.
Oh, I was hoping he like called his friends giggling, saying, "Guess what? I just pulled over."
No, he tases her, is what.
Nice.
Yeah, or tasers her, I guess is the correct way of saying it.
Here's what I'm going to say about this. This is a pretty good traffic stop for Britney Spears overall.
Yeah.
Like, she's wearing underpants. There's not a baby on her lap.
No baby.
She's not visibly drunk. Like, there's not like just like 18 bottles of tequila like in the passenger seat.
Yeah. Full head of hair.
She sounds a little unhinged, but that's fine. I'm used to it, but I've almost filtered it out.
Yeah.
Like, based on my history with her. It's like, she forgot
Stunted
her license.
affect.
That's fine. She forgot her license at home. This isn't a bad Tuesday for her. I'm proud of her, actually.
Yeah. This might be her best day of 2023.
Yes.
She isn't dancing with knives on Instagram. It's a real thing that happened.
It's weird. Like, as soon as she had access to the internet, she became like an exhibitionist. Yeah. She was putting up stuff that she probably could have put behind a paywall on like OnlyFans or something. She was just doing it for free.
She may not know, because the thing is, like, they may have just like her conservatorship. If it is as strict as like everybody talks about, it's like she may not have had a phone.
She was kept in a cage for 17 years.
Yeah, she may not have been allowed to read the internet because her dad's like, that stuff upsets you. Like, we don't know.
And he was right.
Of course. Listen, that's the thing. Yes, of course he was right. If your parents take away your phone and internet, they're right to do it.
They're right.
They're doing it for a reason. You should probably listen.
I don't care if you made toxic. There's a reason people are taking away your phone.
I don't know that we have to go to a judge for it. Your parents are trying to help you.
Yeah.
It's like, it's weird. It's like he kept her alive for 17 years, and it's like, I don't know that would have happened in the aggregate. Now, are those 17 years a life? Is that prison sentence? Could we call that a life? I don't know either.
I don't know.
Much like the situation in Palestine and Israel, there's a lot of complicated issues. There's no easy answers.
Yeah. Oh, you're right.
Whew. Man.
Palestine number one.
Oh, my God. Let's check in with some Cobra. Let's see what Cobra's up to.
Oh, my. I can't wait.
Paid for
Sliders.
Leave it at my door. I like to drink alcohol and have a good time, but it's like I don't need it all the time.
Bro, if you're wondering if she's into you, she's not.
Look at him. I love how he passes out.
He's like a little elf, like a munchkin.
Space above me because it smelled like smoke and paint fumes.
Have you been seeing the mead that he makes now?
Yes, and it's unfortunate. Most people make that as a hobby or for fun. He is clearly too poor to afford real. My fiance tells me that his dad took away his credit card, his debit card. Now he doesn't have a debit card. He has to make his own alcohol. It's weirdly sad.
I don't think it successfully yields much alcohol, if any at all.
Unlikely.
No.
It's good
because in order to yield alcohol, you have to make it right. And he doesn't strike me as a make it right kind of fella.
No, it's just going to be like moldy fruit juice.
Yeah.
It's going to kill him.
I think you're right, Asterios. It'll probably end up killing him.
It's going to blind him at best.
Yeah.
A pet snake.
Which would be the most merciful thing to happen to his eyes.
Well, certainly. At least then he could walk around in shades. It's like, and then we would obviously not be spared the suffering.
Spared.
Yeah, it's just like, oh my God, this fucking guy. Who the fuck makes alcohol because they're too poor? He's gonna die, guys. I've never heard something that unhinged. Imagine one of your friends starts making mead because they're too poor. You're like, I gotta reconsider this relationship.
We gotta.
It's not even mead. It's just like hooch.
Poison. It's poison.
Well, I'll tell you why. Because
and this is not the Sliders Tunnel. I'm sorry. The Sliders Tunnel is blue.
True.
Going back in time, October 3rd, 2016.
What is up, YouTube?
Whoa, wait a minute. Ben, can you rewind? Can you very slowly rewind 1 or 2 seconds? Super slowly. A little further back, just a little further back. Yeah. All right. Hit play.
Up, YouTube.
Pause. Almost. We almost found the first attractive picture of this person.
Like, I see where you were going for, but you're asking a lot still.
If you can jump back, if we can get his mouth closed just a little bit more, at least there's an ironic frames. B-boy. You know, look, look.
Okay.
Look. That's a normal
Blue
person.
steel.
I have to scream.
He has one eye though that's looking like over here.
You can blame that on the glasses, though.
Remember,
it's not
a
the glasses.
relative measure of success. We're speaking in relative terms here.
By the way, this was so many years
one of
ago,
his
like
eyes is
7+ years ago, I think.
Yes,
7 years ago.
7 years ago.
Well, 7 years ago, if it's 2023, I have it on good authority. It might also be 2022 right now.
6 years ago. 6 years ago.
Yes, my Zippo wicks got sent back to pipesandcigars.com because I didn't pick them up in time.
And please pause it. That was a normal sounding sentence. That sounded like
it was. The content was silly, but it was normal sounding.
Imagine that. At one point, this guy sounded normal. Like, that guy sounded like he was having a conversation about, I don't know, restoration hardware fixtures. Fine. Normal guy. Where's this guy go?
No one's dying right now.
The fuck is CWC's getting better, and this guy's getting worse.
They are on opposite trajectories.
However, I got another package from Vapor.
Okay.
He sent me a box. In this box, I wonder what it could be. Let's unbox it, shall we? Oh, look at that. Look at that. Sprite Tropical Remix.
Huh?
Sick.
5 bottles.
Sprite Tropical Remix. He's the reason I learn a lot of things exist that I don't normally know about.
Out to Vapor, thank you, brother, for sending the 5 bottles of Sprite Tropical Remix.
You brought over the marshmallow Peepsy, right?
I did, yes.
Yes. A marshmallow peep flavored Pepsi.
Limited edition.
I got diabetes
marshmallow Peeps Pepsi, which they foolishly did not call Peepsy.
I know.
Which seems like it writes itself.
Yes. And they were little cans. They were
little cans.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna do a it's somewhat cold here. We'll see if the Sprite Tropical Remix tastes like.
There's something very funny to me about these two back-to-back posts in the chat by Danny. Sprite Tropical Remix is amazing. It's like Sprite Remix. There's just something very funny about that to me.
If you like Sprite Remix, you're going to love Sprite Tropical Remix. I guarantee it. I
can nearly guarantee you.
If you don't like it, I'll Venmo you $3. Okay, pal, you're gonna love this drink. What can I tell you to put you into this drink?
What do I have to do to put you in this drink today?
Came out when I was growing up, and it's a good thing I went to the post office today Because if I hadn't gone to the post office today, they would have sent.
Please pause. It's a good thing that I went to the post office today. If I did, they used to sound like droopy.
Did Cobra used to be an old Jewish man?
This is weird.
He's Woody Allen, basically.
He is Woody Allen.
Clearly. Listen, with the word we're all thinking, 1, 2, 3, Nebuchadnezzar, of course. Now, what was I going to say? This is actually kind of low-key bumming me out that this person used to have coherence and they drank their coherence away.
How does that happen?
It's the fucking whippets. It's not just drinking. We all know drinking takes a long time to kill you, but it'll get you in the end. It's that this person's huffing paint, right?
Yeah.
A computer duster, I think.
That's right. They're huffing computer duster.
Yes.
So they're huffing computer duster and they're making mead. I'm telling you.
He's walking on sunshine.
This person should not be making their own narcotics. It's America. We found ways to get them down to rock bottom prices.
Yeah.
Go get yourself some 99 bananas. It's technically alcohol.
I wish Cobes lived in a state where he could just grow his own weed, because that would be less risky.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah, no, of course. Yes, it'd be incredible if Cobes was in a state where he could grow his own weed. Unfortunately, his dad would have to move there. And I don't know that that's going to happen with his dad's job.
Yeah.
I don't think his dad lives in the same area as him. I don't believe so.
Sort of.
He's got to be a short drive, though.
I thought they were in the same town.
I don't think they are.
That's nuts.
What's up?
Comfortable distance.
Comfortable distance.
I can remember back in the day when I was taking guitar lessons out of college. Whenever I got done with guitar lessons.
College?
I know he went to Job Corps. I don't know if that's what he refers to as college. He went to Job Corps.
I'm not sure that's college.
Yeah.
I believe maybe this guy went to college. I don't fucking know. I don't know what's what anymore.
Wait. Okay, my fiance definitely knows. Hold on.
He went to Job Corps. He flunked
from whatever community college he went to.
He got expelled from community college because he got caught smoking weed. I'm giving you this.
That happened to him in Job Corps too.
Also a Job Corps.
Rancho. Yeah. When I say college, are you thinking Job Corps?
Yeah.
Okay. Rancho is talking. We're talking about the same thing.
It's Job Corps.
All right. Thanks. I think it's college. I don't know what Job Corps is.
It's what it is it's a government run vocational system.
It's a government run vocational system.
Yeah, where they they'll teach you he did auto body repair and he flunked out of that, and then he did painting and he flunked out of that, and then he did what was the other thing? Bricklaying. And then he got kicked out for smoking weed. It's a place where they send troubled young adults a lot of times. And you live there. It's like
school.
a weird.
I thought, you live there.
Yes, you live there.
So it's not like in the Northeast we have a thing called BOCES where it's you can go to high school or you can learn how to fix cars. But no, this is in college. Whoa, BOCES college.
Well, yeah, it's it teaches them a vocation, like a trade. It's like a trade school, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was told that when they were younger, and again, this is what I was told by my future wife. I was told that when they were younger, their father was like, "Yeah, you're going to go to a school that kind of takes care of people with who are differently abled," and they were like, "Absolutely not. If I do that, then I'll always be at their level. What you need to do is put me in a real school so I can rise to the level of the smartest students." So instead of giving his son specialty care, he let his son red pill him into putting him in regular high school. He let his son why is the earth not flat if your shoes are flat? He let his son use idiomatic trickery to ruin his future life.
Yes.
Have you heard this, Ben? If
Yes.
I'm wrong, you've got to tell me.
No. Yeah. And the father is oddly eccentric in many ways too. There's several photos of him in drag and stuff. He's like a photographer. I think he's like a photography teacher now or something like that. He's I don't know, he wears muscle shirts a lot. He's like a biker too.
Like Giant Gonzalez.
Not unlike Giant Gonzalez.
When you say muscle shirts, do you mean t-shirts that have muscles on them?
Covered
like
in
Gonzalez?
No.
I
Shirts that muscle guys wear.
Oh, the boring kind of muscle shirt.
Yes.
Were
Giant
there at least slim good body style organs and veins? How close can we get to a Gonzalez?
A giant Gonzalez.
And by the way, of course, you telling me that his father is also eccentric. Scott, you don't think that Cobes may have inherited some of these peculiarities?
You know what's funny
these might be inherited genetic traits.
See, here's why I'm bad. I wasn't thinking at all about him inheriting genetic traits.
Yeah.
I was thinking about him being God's punishment for his dad wearing ladies' clothes.
Don't do it. Not even once.
Not even
with crack cocaine. Not even once. You're gonna give birth to a Cobe.
Yeah, I guess there's he says that his mom, his birth mother, who he does not have any relationship with, was mentally ill.
And ran out on it.
And there's
right?
a picture of her, and she looks a lot like Cobra. She has the Cobra.
Cobes in a dress.
Yeah, basically.
Millhouse's parent style. No,
Millhouse's parent style.
Millhouse's mom. Yeah, no. Hey, listen, this dad. It's he's not the stepdad. He's the dad who stepped up. This lady lady had a baby and then ran off. Now he's also not the stepdad in that he is the biological dad. He put his sperm. You see, with the ova. Oh, I can't.
Oh my God!
You see, when a man and a woman love each other very much, Ben. Or when a man is taking advantage of a mentally ill woman, Ben. What he does is
oh no.
Way back in the day, I'd run up to the soda machine, and the soda machine always had this Sprite remix.
What kind of gourmet soda machine are you buying stuff from that has Sprite Tropical Remix just at the ready for you?
That's a pretty fun.
That's Casper, Wyoming for you.
Damn, I'm moving to Wyoming.
$1 Patreon. Thank you.
I hear it's a lot like Sprite Remix.
Which I hear you love.
Yeah, $50-$60 for 5 of these bastards, $40, $50, $60. You know what I'm saying?
It's too wide a range, Coach. Is it 40 or 60?
That's a lot of fucking money
also,
to be
for
paying
5 of them? What are they, $8 a bottle? Find a better soda. I get that this is like a fun little soda, a little chase soda. I mean,
It's a soda. It's a fun little soda.
It's not worth $9 a bottle. Find another soda.
Soda.
I don't know why I'm talking to him like my kid.
Find another soda, Joshy.
You feel protective of 2016 Cobes.
There's still a person in there.
There is. He's got a chance.
And not just a bundle of addictions. It's crazy.
That Sprite Tropical Remix. So let's see if it's and it's still kind of cold. It's not.
Have you ever seen the first documentary where he's young? He's probably like 21, maybe.
No, I've always been told, because my fiance is always like, this person has lost so much cognitive ability as they've aged. And I've always been told about young Cobes, but I've never seen it. By the way, I like how I'm talking about this person like it's a very common story. It's like, this is what me and my future wife talk about in bed together. like we're watching the news.
That's what we call pillow talk.
This is what our pillow talk is. Cobes' cognitive decline. Everything I'm telling you is secondhand information.
Warm at least. Well, let's see if it tastes like the soda I remember.
Now, you know that current Cobes would have gotten that all over himself opening it.
Yes. This is before he did all the like of age, non-related, alive.
Yeah.
All of that stuff.
Before the bits. Before they started yelling transphobic slurs.
I'll smoke you!
Oh, he made a face.
Hold on a second.
But he's going back for seconds.
He doesn't like it. Wow, I rarely see.
Nope.
I rarely see him not like something.
That's true. We've seen him eat and enjoy a number of shocking things.
Yes.
No, but like this person generally likes pre-packaged goods available at 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
This is rare. I've never seen them not like something either.
Nope. No. Just no. Well, I might end up just giving these away because I gotta be honest with you.
You spent $40 to $50 to $60 on them. You hadn't had
That
one.
tastes nasty.
Wait a minute, Cobes. You spent $40, $50, $60, and again, like Scott said, you're really ramping up. So at one point, you're almost doubling the number. Like,
yeah, I spent, I don't know, $40, $50, $60, $190 on it.
Have you guys ever seen Robert Dyer before?
I don't know who that is.
He does reviews of like various drinks and fast food items, and he's very entertaining. Kind of dry.
Hi everybody, Robert Dyer, and welcome to the Robert Dyer channel.
Can you pause it?
Halloween Countdown.
Everybody, please be careful with your jokes. This person is clearly dead. Like this person right now is not alive.
Yeah. Don't speak ill of the dead.
Just remember, their widow may be watching us riff. Okay.
This is Robert Dyer, man. Tarnation Bob, man.
As zombies, vampires, and werewolves prowl the streets outside, here in the safe confines of the Robert Dyer Channel studios, we're
all loving the hope and change of Obama. Avengers 1 was amazing. It was a bunch of little movies at the same time.
And today I went to Taco Bell through the drive-thru, and I found the new Mountain Dew Typhoon Freeze. Now this is a frozen drink.
Now, if memory serves me right, I believe Typhoon was melon flavored.
Okay.
I know my dudes.
You're not much mistaken.
And it was known as Tugboat first, though, right?
It was originally Mountain Dew Tugboat, and then around 1992 became Mountain Dew Typhoon. That is a very good joke, man.
I mean, look, it's not their fault. Us people changed.
It's the pictures that got small.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently Hulk Hogan didn't thank it enough, so it became Typhoon.
And tropical punch. Now I want to go to our expert about the topic of tropical punch.
Oh shit!
Oh, he's got production. And now it's Christmas. It was just
Tarnation
Halloween.
Bob. I got 2 tickets for you to Hawaii right here. How'd you like a nice Hawaiian punch?
Nice.
There's a fruity aroma here. Not really distinct what it is.
Pretty sure it's melon, pal.
He really analyzes
Go ahead
it.
and see how it tastes.
I'm gonna look it up. I think it's melon.
Notice a pineapple flavor, very distinct.
A very distinct pineapple flavor.
I don't know if that's true. I'm
not
gonna look
a
it up. Oh wait. Yeah, it is something like that. It's not melon. You know what? I'm gonna have to issue an emergency apology.
Yeah, how dare you doubt Robert Dyer's palate, his superior palate.
It's strawberry pineapple. That's right, and it was pretty good.
Fruit punch, tropical punch.
I would trust your judgment though on the like. Yeah, I never try this stuff. I've never tried like the special Taco Bell.
Well, we don't
drinks.
get anything in Canada, so when we go down to the States, there's a big ass Shell station that has anything that's ever been made halfway between like the border and Seattle. So we always stop at it and buy all the cool flavors of drinks.
I see.
So I know every interesting flavor of Mountain Dew for the last 15 years.
Take it away, the double down, Daddy.
No, wait, Scott, is your government trying to stop people from killing itself with food?
Yeah, it is. And I think that's
You're
rude.
doing
So that's why I have to
what
leave the country.
What do you mean you're doing? That's insane.
We don't get any of that shit.
Yeah.
So it's always a fun treat.
And
They
you
have
know
ketchup flavored chips though.
We do have ketchup chips.
I'm just going to say, there's a reason why you're not getting that stuff, and I don't want to know what that reason is.
No, yeah, you would be shocked at the... Also, we just banned, like, 32 brands of energy drinks. Because, yeah, like a lot. Like a lot.
Have you ever had Canadian ketchup? It tastes different. Like, it's very different.
Yeah, because it doesn't have high fructose corn syrup, because that's also banned.
Yep.
Exactly. It's crazy.
Yep.
They're trying to keep us alive. I don't know to
Canadian
what end, but they are trying to keep us alive.
Isn't it true that Canadian Mountain Dew doesn't have caffeine in it?
I don't remember, but that might be true.
Yeah.
Wait
pretty
a minute,
sure.
Yeah.
Scott. So
Yeah.
you're telling me that we elect a series, you guys elected a series of representatives.
Yeah, go on.
And then those people made decisions that were in your best interest.
In the interest of our health.
That's wild.
Which, by the way, is paid
crazy.
for.
It sounds crazy out loud.
You guys and your fucking poutine and your sorries. Your
Delicious.
responsible government. You guys are wild. It's like, wow, America's hat. Am I
You're
right?
crazy for this one.
That's nuts.
Me and Scott went to a poutine place while I was in Canada, and he was like, "Get a small, get a small."
I was.
And I also like the different types of poutine were numbered, and I ordered the number, and the person was like, "We don't do numbers here," and I'm like, "Look,
that was weird. That's on them. You did nothing wrong there, man."
They should have respected the number.
I'm like, in Canada or just here?
I'm sorry. Is Canada not on the number
Are they
system?
number free? Yeah.
Yeah, we passed there was a referendum in the mid 2000s that got rid of numbers.
I thought so. The metric system is a slippery slope.
Exactly.
It's like first they want to count everything by 10, and then they'll just get rid of numbers altogether.
First they came for our numbers. That was my Ben Shapiro.
What level is the Keg? Is that like or like above medium tier steakhouse? Because we were talking about like
Keg's like a solid mid-level steakhouse chain.
We have them here, but they're mostly just in Canada. It's rare.
It's a Canadian chain, I think.
Yeah.
It's like it's decent. It's not high end, but like it's fine.
Yeah, I've been there before. It's all right. It's it's
good
no
bread.
What?
Good bread.
Yes,
they have great bread.
Yes. Damn, I'm getting hungry now. Too much food talk. We were talking about grease trucks earlier.
Yeah, I still want Fat Shack.
I could
you could
get
go
it
get
if,
it right now.
I could.
I don't have that luxury.
I could, but I will not. But I could. You know, like if I wanted to drive all the way downtown and eat stuff that'll shorten my lifespan, I could do it.
Because
It's
your
true.
government lets you.
Yes. Canadians, their lifespans noticeably shorten every time they visit the States.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I just can't stop thinking about how this guy is clearly dead.
He's
like
not-
for the past couple of
he's not
minutes.
well.
I'm so sorry. I've been thinking.
It's
like,
Robert Dyer.
What did he leave to his? I've been thinking like, what did he leave to his kids?
I
like
think
not much.
You know what's funny about that guy?
Have we addressed the fact his name is Robert Dyer? It's in the name. We gave you all the clues, Mr. Police. It's right there.
He's actually ran for public office in his area a bunch of times. He's a fascinating character.
I think I've heard the name maybe from you, but the name and what was his alter ego?
Tarnation Bob. Tarnation Bob.
That rang something in there.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was a person. Are we sure that was a person and not just a series of selective edits from that Windows 95 video that Jennifer Aniston and Matthew Perry were in? Because that guy looked like the 90s, like this Robert Dyer guy. I'm positive
he's on Twitter.
Like Matthew Perry.
He's on Twitter, by the way, at Bethesda Row. His last tweet was 4 hours ago.
Oh, active.
Robert Dyer.
He's alive.
Hell yeah.
What's nice is his kids are still tweeting from his account. To kind of keep
That's
Dyer,
nice, keeping it alive.
Keep the Dyer memory alive.
Send flowers to...
He's not alive. I'm just imagining.
He's not alive now, and he wasn't alive.
He's very much alive. Very much alive.
Does anyone need Dad's computer? I imagine the three of them being like, does anyone really want it, or should we throw it away? We gotta magnetize the hard drive or something so no one steals Dad's social security number. Just imagine his kids slowly cleaning out the slippers from under his bed, bringing everything down to the Goodwill. It's Robert Dyer. He really didn't leave us much but memories. I guess his inheritance to us was that we're here in the first place. Is what the Dyer kids would say.
They would say.
A real melancholy affair as the Dyer kids clean out their dead dad's room, finding a bunch of weird old Snapple flavors that he thought would be interesting for other people to hear about for some reason. Semicolon. They weren't.
There was a peach raspberry, no tea, just fruit.
27 minutes he did on that. Dad did. He did 27 minutes on this. 27 minutes he could have spent with us. But no, he chose to tell us what the latest flavor of Surge was.
Exactly.
God rest his soul.
What is Surge Black?
Surge Black.
Bob Dyer will tell you. He won't tell you he loves you, but he'll tell you what Surge Black is. I thought to myself as I zipped up his ratty old bathrobe.
All right.
One pile for Goodwill, one pile for the garbage, and they both look the same.
Very, almost indistinguishable.
Was this what legacy will I leave to my kids? Sorry, let's wrap up the show.
Yes, that's what I was just about to do.
Sorry.
I really appreciate you guys stopping by and hanging out. I'll be in contact with you, Asterios, get you booked again for next month.
That sounded threatening.
I will.
Listen to the loudest podcast, listeners. You listen to the loudest podcast.
Do it.
Because we're telling you all about our desert adventures, and you will not want to miss the next episode. Major new jumping on point. Something happened in the desert. It's the funniest thing that's maybe happened to anyone. And it's the kind of thing that people would write about in blogs if they knew it happened. Something real stupid happened out of the desert, and you're going to hear about it on the next episode of the Loudest Podcast.
Yeah, because you were in Joshua Tree, right?
Hiking, bouldering, having a great time, loving life. I fucking love Joshua Tree's great. The shopping is great. The food is fantastic. And then when I come out here, this is when I finally watch all those Marvel shows. I'm watching Loki season 2.
Is that where you are now? Are you out in Utah right now, or?
Right now we're in Palm Springs, actually.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, the whole Joshua, just the whole desert area it's lovely and amazing. And this is when I watch things like the Bob's Burgers movie. It's when I'm on vacation.
There you go.
So I'm having a good time.
Amazing. All right.
But listen to the Loudest Podcast, kids. You listen to that. And thanks for having me on.
Yeah.
You do it.
And Scott, anything you want to say?
If you need a well-deserved break from the Loudest Podcast, listen to The Worst Year of Our Lives, because it's another good podcast. And we didn't go to the desert, but man, we talk about Israel a bunch. So it's fun too, but also movies and stuff. So whatever.
I used to live in the desert, so I could say like I've gone to the desert like a whole lot of times.
Nice.
Well, I lived in Albuquerque. It's a different type of desert, but
okay. How about this? Would you feel comfortable calling it the Des?
It almost sounds like you're saying the Res, which kind of sounds.
No, Des, D-E-Z, Des.
Because that's where a lot of the reses are, is out in the Des. The Res in the Des.
And here's what I'll say, listeners. I would feel comfortable calling it the Reservation.
Sure.
The American Indian Protected Land Reservation Cool Zone is what I would call it.
Cool Zone.
Cool Zone.
I'm adding that to the end. I just want people to know I'm down.
I thought that was the part at the liquor store where you get the real cold stuff.
All right,
the Cool Zone. Give me a Mike's Hard Peach.
All right, we're done. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Bye-bye.